Hello, creeps.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. You're here with Dan and Darren.
What's up, guys?
What is up, everybody? You like what I did to you
Yeah,
there?
just threw me right in.
This guy's been messing with his mic, like trying to get seating position. Is this right? Is this right? I'm like, I don't know. We've only done this 100 times.
I need to sit back. Every time I do the podcast, I sit forward and I'm like on the mic, and it looks like I'm like kind of hunched over. I'm trying to be more chill now.
Anyways, today we are reviewing the 2026 movie called Hokum.
I think there's someone down here. I keep hearing something.
You know what that means?
I kind of think I know what it means. It's like a fib, a lie,
I think it's like rubbish.
Yeah.
Hokum. Like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
I have a better definition somewhere in here, but yeah, we'll go with that for now.
Look forward to hearing it.
Hokum is about a reclusive novelist played by Adam Scott. Adam Scott's in, what's he in that Apple show? So Severance.
Oh, I've never even seen that.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's not anything to do with horror, though.
He's also in Krampus. He's in Step Brothers. He's been in a ton of stuff.
I did love him in Step Brothers.
God, we've referenced it before, but the car scene where
the
they sing.
family sing. Oh, so good.
You know
so
why it's good? It's because they're actually good singers.
They are.
Bow wow, I'm Derek.
Okay, I'm gonna save it with the solo. Bow, bow, I'm Derek.
It's so good.
All right, so Adam Scott visits a remote Irish inn. Okay, basically he's going to dump his parents' ashes over there. The hotel seems to be a little haunted. Somebody gets murdered. You got to figure it out. There's a witch. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, he said a remote Irish inn really quick. It's a hotel.
Yeah, but it's remote.
Yeah, but you said inn. I mean, I don't even know if people would know what that is.
People don't. I think you underestimate people.
I don't know that I've heard of an Irish inn.
Well, I think that's like what you call it.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm just letting them know.
Well, thank you for that, Darren.
Yeah.
This is directed by Damien McCarthy, writer Damien McCarthy, and really Adam Scott's the only actor right now. Did you know anyone else?
No.
All right, well then Rotten Tomatoes critics give it a 90, audience an 82. So very highly rated. We're not going to go too much into it, but it's an interesting movie, you know?
Yeah, I've actually been looking forward to this movie for a long time. You were kind of a little bit more hesitant to watch it, but I've been keeping tabs and I wanted to see how this performed. And people liked it. I listened to some reviews and I'm like, we got to check this thing out.
Yeah, I watched like a trailer on it. It looked interesting, but I'm like, I don't know, man. It looked almost a little dull.
I thought it might be boring too. That was my little concern.
But it did surprise me. I would say I was not bored.
Yeah, those scores don't surprise me because I do think it was a pretty good movie.
All right, we got to get over some housekeeping stuff.
We can
here.
skip this part and move on to Apple reviews.
We have two issues. Last episode, if you guys didn't listen, you should. It's Jaws. And Darren, he decided that the podcast was long, so we argued about it about 4 different times.
Well, the funny part is we referenced how we argue on the podcast and how I cut it. Well, this last time we ended up arguing again, and I just left it in so you guys can see a little behind the scenes.
Yeah, just to sum it up, it's the same argument we have all the time. I go long on the podcast. Darren throws a fit. He always gets angry. And then he always apologizes and says I was right by the end of it. It happened again. This time, though, the fans got to get involved and let you know that you're wrong as well.
Yeah, it was good that we let the fans decide this, and I've seen my ways, and I won't argue about this anymore. Because they're honestly, all jokes aside, I do like the longer podcast. I like what's going on. I really don't want to change anything we're doing, so let's keep it going.
Guys, I bet you he's going to bring it up today.
I promise you I will not.
Then I'll go 4 hours.
Whatever, man. I'm here for it. Sure. Let's do it.
The other thing that I recently found out today is that sometimes you go back in the podcast and add in some audio.
Yeah, sometimes I like to give an explanation, especially for arguing. I want to give my side if I didn't say it clear enough.
You can't go back and I can't respond to that. I don't think that's right.
Why?
Because for one, I don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's my edit. I do what I want.
All right. I don't know if I like that either.
I mean, it's not bad. I just, sometimes just...
You're going back. Just take the loss. If you didn't do great when we argued on the show, you got to just own it.
Okay, yes.
And then you bring it up next time, like now, and then we can argue about it.
But it's not, like, legit...
You can't go back and change history.
No, I know what you're saying. Legit, 99% of the time, I go back to correct things. For example, last time...
Okay, we're not talking about that. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, you're talking about the 1%.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Where we have an argument, you go back and add little audio notes.
I mean, I just want to give them some insight. I mean, I'm nice about it.
I don't think I like it.
Well, sorry.
All right, let's move on. We got to talk about the reviews because, guys, we have 79 Apple reviews. The goal was to get to 80. One more to go. We're already doing the bonus podcast anyway, so we got a couple of reviews to read today. Thank you guys very much. I know Apple reviews, they're tough to do. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you to every single person that spent the time to leave a review. And hey, thank you for the future reviews as well, because we still need more.
Yeah, in the Spotify, you guys have been killing it. We're up to 192, and we have like over 1,000 followers, 1,042. So very good. You know what's funny about the followers?
What?
Every time I post a video, Spotify says, here's your follower count. It says 1,042. And then it's like podcasts like yours, like typical numbers. It's like 6,000 followers.
Well,
I'm like, geez, you took like the top dogs here?
well, yeah, but that's good. They're putting us up in the higher echelon.
I mean, are they though?
I don't know. I'm going to take it as a positive thing.
Anyways, we appreciate all you guys who leave comments and reviews. It takes some time and it helps this podcast. Honestly, if you don't get them, you don't really people don't find you.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who supports us. And hey, keep it up.
All right, let's move on to our Apple reviews, starting with Trucker Timmy. Horror and comedy have a ton of similarities. These guys know how to blend the two. I feel like I'm sitting in there with them.
Oh, this is to us.
Yeah.
I thought this was for the movie.
No.
I was like, what does that mean?
No.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Aguska 19. These guys are the best. So happy I found their podcast. Couldn't get any better. We love horror movies. Please try and review Grave Encounters. God bless.
Oh, God bless to you as well. I don't know what Grave Encounters is.
I don't either.
I mean, I've heard of it, but I really don't know what that's about. So we will add it to the list.
Yep, the list that is ever growing.
And I promise we will get to it eventually.
We'll do our best.
Yeah.
That we can promise.
Sure.
All right, we have a new member on YouTube, Born to Last. Thanks for joining up. If you guys are interested, you can join us on Spotify, Patreon, or YouTube. Your choice.
Yeah, drop a bonus episode every month and you get early access.
The only difference is Spotify, you don't get early access. Just a heads up. They don't, the feature doesn't exist in there.
Yeah, we can't do it for you, but you can get bonus episodes. So, and we just dropped
End of Days.
Daniel's favorite movie.
Oh, gosh. That was an interesting one.
It was fun. It was fun.
It's a fun review. Interesting movie.
It was a chaotic action horror. Here's what you need to know. Arnold fights Satan with Uzis.
That does happen.
I think he uses a grenade launcher at one point.
It's out of control.
It's awesome.
All right, let's go to the critic reviews. What do the people have to say about Hokum? Starting with Evan. Creepy and entertaining movie with a good pace, 3.5 stars. That's fair. I mean, a little low on the score, but it's fair. Jenny, needed more focus on the witch being the main villain, 2.5 stars.
Oh, interesting.
Big Witcher person here.
I mean, I guess it's your opinion, but I like the way they used the witch. I think they showed her just enough.
Yeah, we can't get into it, but it's interesting. I didn't even know there was a witch in the movie at first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea this movie had a witch in it.
Oh, really? Because I actually listened to a podcast before I watched it, so I was kind of aware of the story.
I had no idea.
So I did know about the witch.
All right. Jacob, one of the greatest horror movies ever. The story, atmosphere, and aesthetics are brilliant. Such a cool location, creepy AF, without having to use gore at all. 5 stars.
Yeah.
Actually, Jacob, I think that's a good review. I feel very similar. The aesthetics, atmosphere, loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. They nailed it.
Derek, excellent film. Unlike Obsession, this movie had suspense, adventure, and incorporated great horror elements in 2026. Neon did it again, 5 stars.
It's really funny that they threw in Obsession because obviously that was the bigger movie of the two.
Yeah, why do they throw Obsession in there? What did Obsession do to them?
Yeah, I don't know why we have to compare the two in a review, but that's your opinion. I totally disagree. I like both of them. They're totally different movies, though.
Oh, I mean, way different.
Yeah, not even close.
All right, let's get to our initial impressions. Hokum, what do you think it means? And not actually, that was wrong. My words got messed up because I read ahead.
Yeah, I was
like, I have what it means, and I just said that.
Yeah, we already talked about it.
It was nonsense or rubbish.
So back to initial impressions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I really liked the movie. It actually exceeded my expectations. Like we talked about, I thought it was going to be a little slow and boring, but no, I loved it. We talked about the atmosphere, especially going into a haunted hotel. And it just looked cool, and the lighting, they just nailed. Especially when they go down into the basement and that haunted hotel room. It just, you know what it is? It felt like a haunted castle.
Well, I mean, you probably did. It's Halloween, takes place during the movie.
Oh, no, I didn't even notice that at all.
Well, I probably actually should have thought that, but I tried to give you some credit.
Thank you. Oh, that's the party that happens on.
Right.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there's like pumpkins and stuff, like carved, or there's like carved pumpkin. I think they're carved. I don't know. They have lights in them.
Man, I watched this twice. I did not catch that at all.
Wow.
But no, I like the characters. I thought Adam Scott was a really good main character. Maybe the negative is he kind of is like a complete dick. And
I
wanted
him so mean.
Yeah, I wanted him to be a little bit more likable, but it is what it is. I didn't mind it, but no, and I like the story that they played with. Yeah, I thought overall it was really good. Oh, not to mention, I thought the witch was freaking scary. There was times I got really jump scared.
Yeah, actually, this movie has a jump scare. I call it a reverse jump scare, and it's one of my favorite that I've seen in a while.
Is it when she jumps in the window?
I'm not telling you which one, but I did like that part.
Oh, that part was great.
There's a reverse jump scare though. When I explain it, you'll understand. But I thought it was a creative way to do it. And I'm sure other movies have done this, but I don't know. This one, it kind of caught me because I was very, when I watch these movies, sometimes I don't know what I'm getting into. So I'm watching like the background a lot and trying to see if they're trying to throw little hints in here and there, you know?
Well, okay. I don't really understand what you mean by a reverse jump scare. Is that where
Instead
get scared?
You don't get scared by the jump in. It's the leaving that scares you.
Okay. I'm interested in that. Okay.
Yeah, you'll understand when I get to it.
Yeah, I just thought it was just a really fun movie to watch. And actually, I like it better the second time I watched it.
I watched it 3 times and I actually ended up buying it.
Oh.
So I did enjoy it. Dude, honestly, first time I was like, oh, that's okay. Like it kind of threw me off the end because I don't want to get into it. This movie can go multiple ways. There's like the psychological element, there's a murder that takes place, and is a witch in here. So it's like you got a few different things going on.
There's kind of multiple hauntings.
Multiple hauntings.
Yeah, I would say the main character is haunted before the movie even starts. Well,
yeah,
the movie
you're
starts,
right.
but before we even get to the hotel.
Yeah, he definitely has a friend that hangs around him.
Yeah.
So I don't know why would you said yeah.
It's like from Sandlot.
Oh, I forgot where I was at. Anyways, I do like the hotel. I like that you meet the staff. It's a small cast. You know what I mean? You don't have to get to know all these characters. It's just, it's the group of people that work at the hotel and Jerry off to the side.
Yeah, you're pretty much in the hotel or the forest, and really not in the forest very long.
No. But I like that you get to know them. You start to like learn their personalities a little bit. And then mystery starts to unfold. It changes very quickly. You know what I mean?
It did. Well, yeah, as movies usually do. There's a little twist in there.
So are you a Jerry fan?
Oh, man, I love Jerry.
Isn't he a great character?
Yeah, and, I don't want to get too deep into it, but you thought it was kind of going, is that the change you're talking about? You thought it was going one way with him, and it kind of went a different?
Well, they play with you in multiple ways. I wasn't really talking about that, but go ahead. Anyways, talk about how much you like Jerry.
No, because he's just a wacky dude. I mean, he's doing mushrooms.
I know, but he has some funny moments. That's the thing about this movie. It's not like super dark all the time. There's like comedic elements to it.
Well, I would say that's why I like it. I don't feel like it's dark at all. Like I said, it feels almost Disney-ish. You know?
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, I think it's got that vibe. I don't know why. It's not as like clean cut as Disney, but it's not like, I don't feel like there's a lot of cussing and not a lot of gore. I guess, you know what? There are some dark elements to it. Maybe one.
I wouldn't say it's Disney.
I said it's got like that vibe to me.
Whatever.
Maybe I'm just thinking of the Haunted Mansion. I don't know.
Anyways, there are also a lot of circles in this movie. You guys know, I dig deep a little bit in these movies. There's a lot of circles.
Hey, which, by the way, we love. We all love it. me included. I really do. You do a good job.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to get them back on my side.
I think I figured out most of the stuff going on in this movie, but some of it is just like they connect. How do I say it? It's a psychological connection for him between drinking. There's like the witches circle. There's the drink circle. There's the sand circle.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
We can't go too deep into it, but we will.
Yeah. Anyways, there's one other thing of this movie it reminded me of a little bit. Have you ever seen that game at Dead of Night?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's like they're in a hotel and the guy who runs it's kind of like a murderer in it. It's a cool game, but
is it like a PC game? Is it old or new?
What is it? Remember? I watched someone do a playthrough a while back.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah, but they have like a spirit box that talks, and it just reminded me of that like tape recorder, and it's in a hotel. Kind of looked like similar-ish.
Yeah. Oh well, and we should say there is like a mystery element to this as well, which makes it kind of fun.
Yeah, I don't mind a little murder mystery.
No, you got to solve the murder, which is what mysteries are, kind of.
Well, let's see if we can solve it. let's get into the movie.
Let's go.
The film begins in the mind of Ogham. You may ask, who is Ogham?
He's our main character, who also is a famous writer.
Yeah, so that's Adam Scott. He plays a famous writer. He's writing this conquistador story. So the beginning of the movie, it throws you off because you're starting in a desert. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm just not feeling a desert movie.
Well, it's kind of bleak, right? It's just a guy and it's just a man and a child. I don't know if it's father, son. We don't really know much about it.
Here's the secret. It is father's. In his mind, it's his, relationship with his father.
I mean, you could assume that, but it's not said.
Well, of course.
Yeah. So
Because
maybe
it's a
it's
book,
not.
not about him.
Okay, now I'm don't know where you're going with that.
Well,
I'm
who
lost.
would say it?
Well, I'm just saying it wasn't explicitly said in the movie that it was father and son.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I'm saying he views it as his relationship with his dad.
Okay.
But okay, never mind. We got a little twisted up there.
It's okay, we're back. We're back.
So anyways, yeah, there's a man and a boy traveling together in the desert. They have a map. They're like looking for treasure or something. They come across their first marker in the sand, which is a red circle. Again, I just logged that in my brain. Doesn't really go very far because they kind of show you the connection because as Ogham is writing, they're showing him and he's drinking a glass of whiskey. It leaves that little circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's kind of the circle in the sand.
We see
Whatever.
the connection.
Yeah. Anyways, their problem though, they have this map with them. They get to the marker. The guy accidentally puts the cork too far in it. He can't get it open. And the only way to break this bottle open, he decides, is over the kid's head.
Yeah, which is such a brutal, bleak way to start the movie.
It is. It's also not the first option I would go with.
Well, I think it would be not an option I would ever go with. I mean, but it
That too.
seemed like they were traveling in the desert long enough to where they were almost going to die. I felt like they were trapped almost.
Well, you saw him run out of water. Things aren't good.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, there's knees. There's a shin. I don't know. That might hurt. But there's a lot of bones you could try.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a map that's inside. Okay, you know what? We don't need to keep
If
going.
you had to break it, honestly, I think I'd try to do my knee.
Yeah, because again, there's nothing to break it on out in this desert.
Yeah, and it looks like a thick glass bottle.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be hard to break. I don't even know if you hit it on a kid's skull, if it would break it.
I just don't think that's a great spot to even go for.
No.
But anyways, so he doesn't actually do it. He starts to do it, but ends up bailing out. So he hasn't finished the story.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. He's writing a story.
Yeah, so he didn't bail out. We just didn't see what happened because the story's unwritten.
Correct.
Yeah.
So let's get the whole trauma side of this out of the way because they reveal it slowly throughout. I kind of figured a little bit about it early, but when Ogham was a boy, he's playing with
we're going to just give this away?
Yeah, I'd say we give it away.
Okay.
I think it helps with the movie. It's not like a huge secret.
It's pretty obvious.
Well, not that obvious, but
it's hard for me to say because I listened to a podcast before I watched the movie, so I already knew going into it.
All right, so when Ogham was a boy, he was playing with his father's gun, accidentally went off, his mom got a hole in her head and died.
I know it's a dark start, but it gets better.
Now, because of that, Dad turned into an alcoholic, resented Ogham for it, ended up dying early. They're both dead. They're ashes.
Yeah, so mom shot in the head, dead. Dad, I think, just drank his problems away, blamed Ogham for killing his mother, and he died.
All right, so Ohm's writing a story. We see him on his typewriter. He's in a very dark house. By the way, I mean, this movie is just filmed dark. There's lots of black in it,
Yeah, it's a dark house. He's just got a lamp next to him while he's on the typewriter writing his book.
Well, we're in the 20th century here, or 21st century.
You know what? When are we? Because there's no cell phone usage that I see in this movie.
Wait, what century are we in?
Right now?
20th century.
I think so.
I said 21st. That's 2100.
No, I don't think we're going to make it there. No, but I don't know what time period this movie is actually set in.
Why?
Because there's no cell phones.
He uses a laptop the entire time.
Yeah, but that doesn't... Yeah, you're right. It's got it. Then where the heck is his cell phone?
Is there no cell phones?
I never saw him on it, and he gets, trapped at some point. I would have thought he would have used a cell phone.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Anyways, I don't know. I was just pointing that out.
Huh.
But yeah, so he's sitting in this room and it's dark and it's kind of empty and cold, a little creepy, maybe a little bluish dark.
And that's when he spots a silhouette on the staircase.
Well, it was really cool too because they are showing the shot and you see the stairs And then they cut to something else, then back to the stairs, and there's just some dark figure standing up there.
It also, the way they shoot it, like there's a window. So the first time I watched, I was like keyed in on this window, not realizing the silhouette.
100%.
And I'm
I had
like,
to rewind
why did
it.
because next he takes the lamp and puts it up and that person is gone.
Boom, nothing's there.
And then it is there right behind him.
Boom, jump scare. That scared the heck out of me.
Did it?
Yes, I jumped. I was watching with the kids. I'm the only one who jumped.
Oh, man.
I get scared easy.
There is quite a bit of jump scares in this movie.
Yeah, that was an effective one.
I thought they're done good. That was kind of an early jump scare.
Well, it just was so weird because you're just kind of thrown in. You don't know what this figure is. And then I didn't expect just someone standing behind him.
Yeah, and it seems to be a woman.
I mean, can we just say who it is?
All right, it's his mom. She follows him around the entire movie.
Yeah, so what we find out is he's haunted by his mom. And now, I don't know if it's really a ghost haunting him or if it's in his mind, because I don't know that he ever references seeing her.
I don't think he ever does see her.
Yeah, but we do.
Right.
Well, I would say, actually, I think he does see her later.
I don't know if he does.
Actually, that's a good point.
Because she holds him.
All right, we'll get there.
All right. So finds a picture of his mom, or it's the picture he keeps of his mom, and it's of her in Ireland. He's trying to figure out what to do with his parents' ashes, and he decides, you know what? We'll head over to Ireland.
Yeah, so we're going to go to the hotel where his mom and dad, I think, had their honeymoon or something. Or maybe they just visited this place.
I think it was
honeymoon.
It
Because
might
they
have
went to
been
the
the
honeymoon
honeymoon.
suite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like he didn't know where to put him. By the way, there was a part where he opens up his dad's gun. Was it the gun he opened up?
Yeah, I think he looked at the gun in the case.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he used a little saw.
I think he did.
Okay, so he used a little saw to get the gun. Honestly, I took this part as he was thinking of doing bad things to himself. And then he decided, I have one more thing to finish.
I agree. I think that's what it was.
Okay, so we end up going to Ireland. He's going to stay at the Bilberry Woods Hotel. That's where this movie's going to take place. As soon as he pulls up, we find Fergal working outside. Do you know who Fergal is?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the guys, I think he just works at the hotel.
Yeah, he's like a groundskeeper, handyman. He's just always doing little odd jobs around.
Yeah, you don't get to know him too much. He seems kind of cold, though.
Yeah, again, it takes a while to understand the people's motives. It's almost like a game of Clue at first, where you don't trust anyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
Well, I mean, right now, I'm just like, hey, I trust everyone because everything seems fine. But later.
well, right now it gets weird because Fergal has a dead goat outside with him. It's a black goat, shot with a crossbow, and it's laying on the ground.
Yeah, it's tough to see. Poor goat. Never saw it coming.
But after watching The Witch, anytime I see a black goat, I'm suspect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was a mean goat.
Right. So I'm a little worried. Now, you'll notice we've already talked. He's a huge asshole in this movie in the beginning. Very abrasive. And he has something to say about everything. Like he just jumps in and like butts into everybody's business.
He has like no filter. You're right. He is a complete jerk. And I don't know that really changes much even at the end. I think he's just a nicer jerk.
Yeah, he kind of is who he is, but he's found, something. I'm not going to say because we got to finish this.
Yeah, so what Daniel's talking about here is as soon as he sees that dead goat, he then calls Fergal out and he's like, why did you kill that goat?
Right, which I'd be like, why do you think it's any of your business? You're not even from here.
Yeah, you have no idea what even happened.
Yeah, but basically Fergal tells them they're stubborn, they're pests around here, they jump on the cars.
Yeah, you got to kill them or else they're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah, that's their thing. They mess up the cars. So,
and we have to say, so this hotel, it's a small-ish. I don't know. Is it small?
Dude, it's hard to tell, honestly. It looks small, but there are a bit of rooms in it.
Yeah, it looks like a nice hotel, and it's just kind of buried in the woods alone.
Maybe like 30 rooms.
Sure, we'll say.
And then there's 3 stories or 2, actually.
I'm not sure.
Because there's the honeymoon suite, which may be on the 3rd or 2nd floor.
Yeah, you have to take an elevator to the honeymoon suite. That's the only way to access it.
But it looked like there are stairs, I thought, in the entry. So I would think that he was on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, so
that would make sense, right?
We could say 3 stories.
So as soon as Ogham walks in the hotel, you start hearing a story being narrated. I mean, it's really, there's a guy speaking within the hotel, but it comes off as like narration. And the story goes like this. A long, long time ago, deep in the woods, there was a small stone hut. Inside the hut lived an old witch. Preying upon the lost, first she would put the doomed travelers under her spell, leaving them dazzled and vulnerable. She would then shackle her prey and take them to the underworld.
Shackle? Close enough, though.
That's leprechaun.
Take their money and
That's leprechaun.
Yeah.
Sometimes a hand would reach out and rip pieces off the travelers,
That's gnarly.
and sometimes they took something from a little boy
That is so weird.
that
So
was
there's
more valuable than eyes or ears.
yeah, so there's an implication. She's out there snatching wieners.
There is an implication. Now, you may be wondering who is telling the story. Well, it's the hotel owner, an old man in a wheelchair named Mr. Cobb. And you're like, okay, but really, who's he telling it to is the question.
Indeed.
And that would happen to be two little boys.
Yeah, he's telling this gnarly story to just two random kids.
Yeah, so Ogham sees this. And I mean, this was like almost a good guy arc, but basically he's like, hey, to the boys, do you know? Or no, actually, he asked the old man, do you know these boys? And he's like, no. And then he's like, hey, kids, leave. Don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, valid. Stay away from the creepy old man. Yeah, but it does show Ogham is a good guy. Like, he didn't have to intervene there.
Yeah.
But the main thing is we got a witch story here. And now you're thinking the whole time there's going to be a witch coming around. And this sounds like a pretty bad witch.
It plants a seed, but I was very skeptical. I didn't even think there would be a witch. I thought this was just turning into a murder thing.
Okay, that's fair. I obviously knew going into it, so.
Ogham talks to the front desk clerk, whose name is Mal. I think it's Mal. I want
know.
to say Mel.
Such an interesting name. I think it's
Well,
Mal.
they're from Ireland, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's different. So if I say Mel, it means Mal. If I say Mal, it means Mal.
We'll just go Mal.
Yeah. So he's married to Mr. Cobb's daughter. All right. And like I said, he works the front desk. That's his thing. Comes off as a squirrely man.
Yeah, he's just kind of quirky. I would call him quirky.
So Mal recognizes Ogham as a writer. He knows, obviously, Ohm's pretty famous. His son knows the books. And he's like, hey, do you think you could give my son an autograph? And Ogham just grabs his stuff and he goes, nah.
Yeah,
Just walks away.
he's such a jerk. It just shows you this is his personality through the whole movie. Does not have time to even give a kid an autograph.
No,
right.
no, he ain't got time for that. Ogham heads up to his room and he sees Mr. Cobb and Fergal at the elevator door. So this is the elevator that goes up to the honeymoon suite. They seem to be like locking it, but it just comes off a little weird. It's strange because they have it gated off.
Yeah, I feel like you hear them say like, oh, this will be strong enough. So you know like they're trying to make it secure enough so no one can get in. Or maybe no one can get out.
Ooh.
Yeah, I see what I did there.
Yeah, but either way, it's weird that they're gating off an elevator. That kind of gives you some concerns, right?
Yeah, you're like, I got to see what's in there, and I'm sure we will.
Yeah, so while he goes to his room, I did like the part where he gets lost because he just like made two turns. He's like, oh, F. Like,
He just gives up and he's frustrated. He's like, my room's supposed to be here.
yeah, Fiona ends up meeting him there. Fiona is the bartender in the movie. They talk it out. She's very nice to him and they kind of like bond a little bit, but he's very abrasive. But she shows him his room. That's that. The next day he takes off, or actually maybe it's later in the day, who knows. He goes to the big tree where the mom's picture was from, buries his parents' ashes.
Yeah, so he's accomplished his mission, put them at rest.
Now, on his way back, he comes across another dead black goat.
Bad sign. Wait, that's the same goat, though.
Okay, I was wondering if you knew that. I couldn't tell. I didn't know what was going on because here's where we meet Jerry. Now, I thought Jerry may have killed this goat as well, but I think after watching it the third time, I'm like, oh, wait, that's, I think, the same goat.
Yeah, I think Jerry likes these creatures. I mean, he just seems like a good guy. I mean, well, after watching, I feel like he's a good guy, but he's got like this big beard, a little wild eyes, right?
Yeah, and he's funny, but he's nice. Like when Owen meets him, he gives him some poutine, which is like Irish moonshine. So he gives some of that to drink. He asks him who he was burying. He just comes off as a decent guy. Now, the one strange thing about Jerry is he drinks mushrooms, or he eats mushroom, but he makes a mushroom powder. He puts it in goat's milk and he drinks that.
Now, how did you feel about that being, the expert here on mushrooms?
I'm not an expert. Well, I did it one time.
No, but it is funny. Like he's just chugging this milk of full mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw a ghost.
Well,
But you do see portals in the world.
do you really?
Well, you see things differently.
Like how so? I mean, because I'm very curious on this. Not that I want to go down that road, but
This was a long time ago. I don't know. You just see like your perspective changes a little. Everything looks like bigger and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, like how's the sky so big? I was at the ocean, so it was kind of crazy. It was like, it's so big, the ocean. You just see things and you look at the sky and it just looks weird. I don't know. You
does
have
it
to
distort images like you see in movies?
Well, I didn't do very much either. So I'm sure you could have some distortion. I feel like I was on the brink of like just a nice sweet spot.
Next podcast, we're going to do a ton of mushrooms and see how it goes.
I don't think it'd go well.
I don't even know where you get mushrooms. Where do you find a mushroom dealer?
Actually, I do know
In the forest?
I do know some people who have mushrooms.
I don't want to do mushrooms.
Oh, I don't either, but I'm just saying there's people who do the microdosing now.
Is that like people you know do that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I know. I'm not into it, but if you are, no judgment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just wild.
Now, may be a little judgmental about this mushroom use. So Jerry just tells him if you want to defeat the demons, you drink the milk.
Yeah, so you're kind of writing Jerry off as a crazy forest man.
That gets high all the time.
Sure.
One other interesting thing about the mushrooms is Jerry's not the only one in the forest who likes them. The goats also enjoy the mushrooms. And when they take the mushrooms, they climb on the cars. Now, why do they climb on the cars?
Because they like to look at their reflection.
Yes.
Now, Daniel, why do they like to look at their reflections?
Because staring into your own eyes on mushrooms deepens the trip.
Staring into your own eyes on mushrooms deepens the trip.
Yeah, interesting. So now we know why the goats are jumping on the cars. They're high.
I don't think I'd want to stare at myself when I was high like that.
Well, I think it's more of a metaphor, right?
Sure.
I mean, well, actually, they're not really, because these goats are actually doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, Ogham takes a swig off his moonshine, throws it back to him, thanks him. And then I did like his line as he walked off because he's like, hey, don't go jumping on any cars.
Yeah, it was funny. But we see that Ogham may have a drinking problem as well. A little odd just to be drinking from a stranger. Taking drinks from a stranger?
I mean, he just, buried his parents-ish.
But he does have a drinking problem.
He does. That's true. Yeah. So he goes back to the hotel, and as soon as he gets there, there's a white goat standing on the car.
Just tripping, living his best life.
So he goes over to the bar and ends up chatting it up with Fiona. He tells her about his book, the whole ending, and she really kind of just finds it very bleak, and she's just not really into that, which I like the pushback.
You know what's funny? This movie works in multiple ways because the original ending, or at least I shouldn't say original, there was an ending that was supposed to be bleak. Is this in the trivia? Or did you hear about this?
No, I didn't hear that at all.
I think they did have a version of this where Ogham actually, well, can I give it away?
No.
It was gonna end badly. And they switched it, which makes it funny because also in this movie, the writer has a bleak ending and then switches it. Yeah, works in multiple ways.
All right.
Now, what did you think about the bar?
I liked it.
I know.
It seemed like a cool little spot because it's a small bar.
Let's go to Ireland and just like chill at this little bar. And
I think we have some listeners from Ireland.
can we come hang out at your bar?
We just want to have some drinks.
We talked about that the last time we watched Leprechaun Origins too.
We just need to go to Ireland. I think it'd be I've never been over there. I'd love to go.
We've never been overseas, so that'd be cool. Maybe one day.
So Ogham ends up opening up to Fiona a little bit. Like he shows her his mom's picture because she looks like his mom. There's like a little connection there. And then he explains his mom got shot in the face. To what she wants to know, well, did they catch the murderer? And here's where I was like, I caught on pretty quick. Because he's like, nope, the murderer was too young, but they should have hanged him.
Yeah, you got the vibe right there. Okay, hold on. There's more to this story.
I immediately knew. I was like, okay, he killed his parents or something, like on accident or whatever.
Yeah, unfortunately, I listened to the podcast before I watch it. I already knew, which maybe you guys are going to do the same now too. It didn't ruin the movie, by the way. I still liked it just as much. Well, how would I know? I don't know. I didn't watch it before. I wouldn't know. I think.
Well, Ogham has some questions for Fiona, and he wants to know why that honeymoon suite was closed. Because he saw, Ogham, again, he gets in everyone's business here. He saw them working on that gate. Why can't anybody go up there?
Yeah, I'd be wondering the same thing.
Well, Fiona lets him know it's because it's haunted by a witch. And old Mr. Cobb, he's the one who managed to lock her up there years ago.
Yeah, I would just leave the hotel. I'm not going to play around with that at all.
No, okay, so I'm going to give it away. We've already have. There is a witch in this movie. I'm very curious on how he got her in there and like the story of that.
I know. I started thinking, I'm like, is there going to be a prequel that comes out to let us know how he caught the witch? Because, well, we're going to find out there is a witch, right? We maybe already told you.
I literally just said it.
Okay.
This is another repeater here.
Yep, there you
Got
go.
a parrot on my shoulder.
Yeah, so it's like, how did he get her and why is he trapping her there? How is she even trapped, right? She's a witch. You think she'd be able to get out?
There's a lot of questions I have about the witch.
Yeah, and that's not really explained. And like, what's the witch even doing down there?
Right.
Basement.
Well, I know one thing she does, but other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. But that's what makes it so much fun. There's all this mystery surrounding this witch character, even after you watch it.
Yeah, and we'll dig into some of that as we go. But for now, Fiona lets him know she's been trying to get up there for a long time. Like, she's very curious about what's going on in that honeymoon suite.
Well, that's the problem. When you gate off a room, everyone wants to know what's in there. So people are going to constantly try to get up there. You know, you can't keep people out.
The thing is, too, Fiona's interested in witches. She's interested in Irish folklore.
Oh.
So she kind of wants to like check it out.
Maybe she's got a little sorted past.
So she actually has like a little book she keeps with her, and she showed it to Ogham. Now, the important thing, he learns that you got to chalk doorways or make circles to keep you safe.
Oh, was there a chalking of the doorway?
Well, I mean, that's in the book, I think. But nobody did that in this one.
No, well, that's all. I started to think as soon as you said that. I'm like, wait, was there chalking in a doorway that I didn't notice? But yeah, I don't know.
Now, you may be skeptical about the witch story, and Ogham himself was a little bit. So,
I mean, it's hard to just believe in witches all of a sudden.
Yeah, I would agree. Fiona lets him know, though, we got someone here who's seen the witch, and she calls Albie over. Now, Albie's like the, what do you call him, bellhop? And he comes over and tells the story. So we kind of transition to his memory of the story. And he happened to be standing right outside that elevator door, but his back was to it. And as his back's to it, all of a sudden, this strong gust of wind comes through and blows his hat off. He turns around, and it's just pitch black in this elevator. You can't see anything.
It looks like it has depth, too, right?
Yeah.
And in fact, I feel like it almost does.
Now, he takes his lighter out, sticks it through the little fence or whatever it is.
I mean, come on. Why on earth would he ever do this?
I know. So far in there.
Like, his hand is jammed, like, almost past, like, his shoulder, right? So it's like, as far as arm can extend, he's, put it out there.
And while that lighter's out there, all of a sudden, just in the distance, a woman's face appears.
And that's what happened.
That's the witch.
Good Lord, that was creepy.
Do you know what? That lighter's in the basement. Did she take it there?
Oh, did he drop it?
I don't remember if he dropped it, but I was wondering what the lighter was. The other day, I was looking over this whole thing, and it's like, why is there a lighter in there?
I'm not sure. So yeah, we know now, obviously, the witch is connected to that honeymoon suite. Now I'm thinking about it, it seemed like that depth of where she was is further than it should have been.
Yeah, but it's also like a story. At this point, when they're telling it to you, I'm kind of not even really believing it. You know what I mean?
And this could be like kind of told through his point of view. You know what I'm saying?
I believe.
Yeah, but it's not like what actually may have happened, maybe a version of what happened.
Right. It's his point of view. Like, he's just telling the story.
Yeah, so the interesting part, how'd the witch get down there? Did she take the elevator?
Down where?
Well, because you have to go up to the honeymoon suite, so she would have to take the elevator down to where he was.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird things that, like, afterwards I just think about. Like, why were they so worried about locking it up all of a sudden?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How long was the witch there? We don't know.
Well, and if he saw the witch at this point, again, this is the elevator entrance to the honeymoon suite. Couldn't she just come down again? Wouldn't they be worried about her just like chilling by the door?
Yeah, I mean, she could stand by the gate, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if she's trapped, that's kind of what I would do. Just like, hey, let me out.
I don't know. It's interesting. But to this whole story, Ogham says Hokum. He doesn't believe any of it. Was Hokum said again?
I only remember it once, and that's here.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Yeah, rubbish.
Now we got to get to the absolute roast of poor, sweet little Albie.
So Albie's the bellboy, like he said, and he's kind of a dopey, goofy character. Doesn't really know social cues.
He's a little goofy, but he's very persistent. You could say things to him. It's like he doesn't listen. Sounds like someone else.
Seems like a great guy.
So Albie tells Ogham he loves his books. In fact, he relates to all the characters. To which Ohm's like, well, that's troubling because those are deeply disturbed, desperate people.
Yeah, Ogham just shoots a little barb at him.
Yeah, that was like, that would even hurt a little. But then you can tell Albie it just rolls off him.
Yeah, he just didn't even care, just kept going.
Then Albie spots his tape recorder and he's like, hey, is that what you use to keep track of notes? And Ohm's like, oh, why, yes, it is. In fact, I have an idea for a character right now. And he pulls it out, hits record, and he's like, oblivious charisma vacuum, completely incapable of reading a room.
So it's like super awkward because you're like, man, he's just being such a jerk to this guy. But again, this guy just does not care.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's some of the meaner things. I don't even know if I've seen someone be that mean to someone, like up front, you know?
Yeah, it's rude for no reason. This guy's a fan too, so.
Right. Then Albie responds, is it true I read you're finally writing the end of the Conquistador trilogy? And Ohm's like, I'd be laughing here, actually. He goes, how the F do I know what you read? Just because the guy said, is it true that I read?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's just insufferable.
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 Now Albie doesn't help himself out because he tells him, you know what? I'm a writer too. And while he's telling him this, Ogham picks up a spoon and sticks it in this little candle. And you're like, why would you stick a spoon in a candle?
Well, one of the other red flags too is right after he did that, Ogham seemed to want to actually engage with him now. So he's almost like he's keeping him there for a little bit.
Right. So Ogham hears he's a writer. Then he goes, oh, are you wearing a Halloween costume then? And
He's
Albie's,
a jerk, dude.
Albie's like, no, I work here to pay the bills. And then Ohm's like, okay, so you're not a writer, you're a bellboy. If you guys think that's mean, what happens next is going to blow your mind. He takes the spoon, sticks it on his hand, and burns him.
It's just such a mean thing to do. And man, it just makes Ogham seem like a complete jerk.
I have to say, I didn't love this scene.
Well, it makes him so unlikable.
Well, it's not even that. It's just a crazy thing to do. Like, you can go to jail for that.
Yeah, but I don't think he cared. I think Ohm's mindset right now is maybe there's not a tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You don't know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. But,
Oh, okay.
well, guess what? If you go to jail, there is a tomorrow.
Oh, okay. You're saying if he goes to jail today.
Right.
Yeah, which he could have, yeah.
I thought the scene was just a little more than I wanted to see. It just seemed a little crazy. All right, so they end the night. Ogham goes back to his room. Fiona's cleaning up the bar.
Well, we have to say, so during that whole time that while they were at the bar, Fiona and him did kind of bond. There was a lot of back and forth, not like in a emotional,
not sexually.
Yeah, no sexual attraction. I don't know. Maybe they did. What do I know? But I didn't see it.
No, but really, like at this point, I'm kind of suspect of the bellboy.
Why? Nothing's happened.
He seemed a little obsessive. He's a little quirky. I just don't really trust him at this point.
Okay, that's fair.
So Fiona's cleaning up the bar and she finds Ohm's mom's photo and his tape recorder sitting there. And she's like, would you really leave a picture of your mom in your recorder? Like, it seems like some very important things to leave behind.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe he kind of wanted it to be found.
Well, if you left it there, you probably did.
You know what I'm saying, though? Well, here, we'll get to it.
Anyways, Fiona goes up to his room. She ends up having Albie open his door. He's not answering. And guess what? Ohm's doing a little solo hangman.
That's an interesting way to say that. Yeah, dude, he's hanging. He's trying to kill himself.
I mean, he must have just done it, right?
I don't know how much time had passed since he went up to his room. I don't know. But they also said Fiona had an intuition, which was interesting.
Yeah. Huh.
I don't know.
Maybe connected to the spirit world.
Maybe. But that's what I'm saying.
About to be very connected.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Maybe he did leave that stuff there just so someone could find it, as like maybe even subconsciously so someone could stop him. I don't know.
Ogham at this point is in another dimension and he's in the hotel elevator.
So I guess when he hung himself, he's probably not conscious anymore and he's in this dream-like state.
So he's in the elevator and he's opening and like closing the door and you're like waiting to see. And it's all like kind of has a blue hint or like a hue to it. And you're just like, what is going to happen? And then his mom jump scares you from behind.
Yeah, so what the heck did that mean?
It's weird that he's in the hotel in his dream. There's a lot of spirit connections. Honestly, some of the stuff I just don't think has a lot you have to look that much into. It's just a psychological thing,
We can move past that.
That's one I don't want to get too deep into.
Fair. I'm cool with that.
He ends up waking up at the hospital and then he's going to head back over to the hotel. Just so happens it's the end of the season. The Bilberry is closing down. So he walks into the lobby. As soon as he walks in, though, these guards walk out. They've just been talking to Mel.
Okay, we have to say there's quite a bit of time that had passed, right? Since when he hung himself, because he's been in the hospital. I think he's been in the hospital for maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think it's a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Now he speaks to Mel because he had to get his stuff back from the hotel. He also wanted to apologize to Fiona or the person that found him, who Mel tells him it was Fiona. So he just wants to apologize to her about the whole thing. But then he learns Fiona's gone missing.
Ooh, the mystery begins.
She hasn't been seen since Halloween. So they had that Halloween party. She just disappeared.
And the Halloween party was the day after he hung himself, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I have a question.
Yeah.
At this point, did you ever think that the rest of this movie could be in his mind and that he's dead?
Yes, absolutely. That was a thought. Now, I don't like to go down that route. You know how it is. I hate those psychological horrors.
I mean, just when they go there, when the whole movie is in the mind.
Yeah, it's just like, then it feels like nothing was real. And why did I watch the movie? That's not the case. But one could argue the case.
No, I don't think it is either. I was looking deep into that as it was going, but it's like, there's just too many connections. And I was like, okay, maybe the people didn't really speak directly to him. You know what I mean?
He's a ghost the whole time. We got like a Sixth Sense situation.
Yeah, it's not the thing though. And I wouldn't have liked it that way.
No, I like the way they took it.
So Ogham becomes very concerned about Fiona missing. Again, there's like a connection with Fiona. One, they had a good personal connection. He also sees her a little bit like his mom. So he's and she did save his life. So he's going to take on the mission of figuring out what happened to Fiona. And he starts by kind of interrogating Mel. And he's like, well, did you guys check the whole hotel? And Mel's like, oh, yes, I can't do the Irish.
No,
yes,
go ahead. You were doing good.
Yes, we checked. I can't do it.
Wow.
What's the Irish?
I can't do it. I'm not doing that.
We checked the hotel.
That's more like Swedish.
I can't do it. Anyways, he said he checked the hotel. They've done all that. They checked the woods. Everything's been searched. And in fact, the guys that just left were cops. They're investigating the whole thing. And the one person that they're actually interested in is Jerry.
Yeah. So to me, I'm kind of thinking like, oh, it might be Jerry. And this is how stupid I am. I listened to a podcast. I listened to the whole thing. And I thought Jerry was actually the killer.
Like, how deep into this movie did you think that?
Pretty deep. Pretty far. Farther than I should have.
Really?
Yeah, but because he does seem really weird. And he's doing mushrooms out there in the forest. Everyone else seemed pretty nice and likable. Now, of course, you know, it's not always the case. People have masks on, but...
Didn't you brag about being a people reader the other day?
Yeah, but it's not
How
a
did
movie.
that work out?
I wasn't there with him. I would have read the heck out of him.
Well, Jerry is a good candidate, though, because Jerry has killed before.
This is concerning.
His wife was murdered, and it's going to come up later. They suspect he killed his wife. Now, the truth of it all, though, his wife was like very sick. It was a mercy kill.
I guess we don't really know for sure, but it sure does seem like he did it just to help his wife out. Maybe she was sick and yeah, he had to do it.
There is no maybe. That's what he says.
I know, but if you believe him...
I think we can take his word. I don't want to see Jerry as the bad guy. It doesn't make any sense.
No, he was a really nice guy throughout the movie. I'm definitely a Jerry fan.
One of the main reasons Jerry even came under suspicion is that Fergal actually saw Fiona talking to him earlier that night. He's the one that kind of tells him that Jerry has been like out in the woods for like 10 years.
Yeah, and they know Jerry as being kind of a nuisance to the hotel. I think he goes in there and steals stuff sometimes, kind of just hangs out.
Well, he does go there and steal stuff, but it sounds like he's kind of a fun attraction. Like he just shows up and messes with the guests or talks to them.
Crazy Jerry's around handing out mushroom milk. Yeah, you're suspicious. And the fact that Fiona talked to him, because we didn't know that they had a relationship at all till now.
Right.
Yeah.
Ogham ends up going and speaking directly to Fergal, and he says that Fiona just seemed very distracted and sad that night. Like something seemed off. Now, Ogham decides, you know what? I need to ask Fergal if they really checked this hotel. Again, he doesn't give up on these things.
Yeah, but so when they say she's just distracted and sad, in my mind, I'm kind of thinking, okay, well, that makes sense because she just had to save some guy from trying to off himself, right?
Right. Yeah,
so,
I mean, it does.
Yeah, so you're like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But maybe there's another reason.
I think we'll tell you that here in a second.
Yeah, little breadcrumbs for you.
Ogham asked specifically if they checked that honeymoon suite. And surprisingly, Fergal says no, they did not. Because that suite is always locked, it's impossible to go up there unless you have the key. And Mr. Cobb is the only one with the key, so nobody's gone there.
Yeah, so that's obviously a room we got to check out.
Yeah, I mean, just because the hotel owner has the key, then at this point too, I'm like, okay, maybe he's in on it.
See, and right now, I'm loving the movie because I'm like, okay, we got this creepy hotel. I love the vibe in this place. The characters are cool too. But we know we got to go up in that suite, and we know, I think there's probably a witch around.
There could be. It's possible.
Yeah.
And we don't really have any idea what happened to Fiona yet.
I would just go to the police, honestly, and be like, hey, you got to check the honeymoon suite. I'm not going to actually go do it. I'm not brave like that.
Yeah, I was wondering if you would go up there.
Heck no. Would you go up there?
Well, it all depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on what I know. Do I know there's a witch around?
You know there's a story of a witch around.
Man, if they have that door locked off, I don't think I'd go.
Your kid's gone missing.
Okay, then I got to go.
Would you though?
I would, yeah, I'd go up there.
Would you?
Yeah, I would. I promise.
All right, back to Ohm and Fergal. Ohm asks him if the police happen to talk to him, which it's funny because he gets a very accusatory. You know what I mean? It's like put him on the spot a little bit.
He's very blunt. He almost is like an investigator. It is funny the way he's just so direct with people.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's basically saying, like, I think you might be the guy.
Yeah.
Well, Fergal lets him know that, yeah, he talks to cops, talks to them every day because they're all like his family members.
Yeah, so you're like, okay, a little interesting there.
It was, and Fergal didn't take it very well either because he basically tells him to leave before he just beats the heck out of him.
Yeah, not nice.
So Ohm goes out to his car, looks in his stuff, and then he finds the small little handsaw that Fiona used to cut him down.
Where do you find that?
I don't know. I wrote that and I'm like, God, I don't even remember.
Well,
that.
he said in his stuff, so maybe it was in there because.
Oh, it was in his bag of stuff. I think that's what it was.
Okay, so that was his that he used early on, right in the beginning.
Yeah, so that must have just been, so he's used it on the lock to get the gun in the very beginning of the movie. I mean, he doesn't have the gun on him, but he looked at it. And then now he used it.
Well, she used it to cut
save
him down.
Yeah, so she must have found this thing's popping up all over the place.
She used it to save him.
Correct.
Okay. Just making that clear.
Now Ohm decides, you know what? I'm going to go investigate this myself. And where to look first? How about Jerry's van? Because again, Jerry lives in a van in the woods. So he heads over to the van. Nobody's there. Goes inside and he finds Fiona's book is sitting in the back.
Yeah, it's suspicious. You're like, why would he have this book?
Well, we're going to find out. So
he killed her.
So he shuts the van door and who's standing right there but Jerry himself. Now, Jerry lets him know he didn't have anything to do with it. The book is something that she let him borrow. They're friends.
Yeah, I do like it because Ohm's kind of like, okay, let's go talk to the police and figure this out. He's trying to be like kind of nice about it, but you could tell he's a little nervous and he wants to get this guy arrested.
Yeah, Jerry, his just like mannerism stuff, it's just, he's so good.
Yeah, he's quirky, but he just seems very kind-hearted.
Yeah, and he adds like a fun vibe, like almost like playful fun. I don't know, he's good.
Yeah, playful fun, sure.
Yeah. Now, Jerry doesn't know what happened to Fiona, but he knows 100% that she's dead. And why would he know that?
Can I say?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, here, you have the whole story, though.
Well, I guess I'll say that.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, Jerry went on a little raid at the hotel. You see, he sometimes sneaks in. There's a cupboard with a bunch of medicine. He stocks up, right?
Yeah, you gotta get medicine from somewhere. He's got no money. Sure.
So while he was in there, he saw her. So then we cut to Jerry's like story where he's living through it, through his perspective. So we see him digging through the medicine cabinet. He's got this like little headlamp on, you know?
He looks like a little drug addict, like a little crackhead, right?
Yeah. Then he hears a bell ring. So he heads out to the lobby, but there's nobody there. He's like, where's this bell coming from? He looks around and then it rings again. And it's right behind him, up above the desk. There are a bunch of bells. Now, the one that's ringing is the one to the honeymoon suite. And it's a mechanical bell. That's very important. So you have to actually pull it to make it ring, right?
That's correct.
And then he looks down from that bell and Fiona is standing there pointing up at it. And she's very blue and very cold.
Yeah, so it's well, one, it's a little creepy, but it's also like, okay, Jerry saw her. This is a sign. We obviously know no one's been in that honeymoon suite. She's got to be up there. But you're also kind of like, Jerry does a lot of mushrooms.
He
Like,
does.
This may not be real.
There was something about the way he like portrayed her, like kind of he did her little mannerisms that always had me laughing.
You're right. It's the way he did the mannerism I thought was really funny. It's
He
just
does
like
it
you
again
didn't
later.
You didn't have to do it like that, but it was fun.
Now Jerry actually invites Ohm to come with him to the hotel tonight, and they're going to go and figure out what's going on in that honeymoon suite.
Yeah, so like Dan said before, they're shutting the hotel down. Today's the last day. Everyone's going to leave there, and then they're going to go in and find into the honeymoon suite and investigate. And they can't tell anyone. Why didn't they want to tell anyone?
Well, why would they? They're kind of after Jerry.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So they're just going to go on their own little mission. But after Jerry told Ohm this story, now Ohm, I feel like, believes Jerry. Like they're on the same team.
I mean, he's not 100% in, but he's curious. Things aren't adding up.
Well, yeah, but when he first got there, I feel like he definitely thought Jerry was the killer. And now I feel like he's flipped a little bit.
Yeah, now you may be wondering, how are they going to get up there? They don't have the key.
Yeah, it's true. The old man's got it.
Yeah, well, Jerry knows where the old man lives, and he went over and stole the key.
He's already got it.
Yeah, so the plan is when everyone leaves tonight, they're going to go in.
Which I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can handle a night investigation into the honeymoon suite.
I mean, that's the best way to go.
I mean, yeah, it's creepy as ever.
It was funny though. I like the part where Ohm kind of questioned this whole key thing. Because he's like, well, if Mr. Cobb had the key, then that would mean like no one went up there.
Right.
But Jerry's like, well, unless somebody else did exactly what I did and took the key and then just put it back.
Yeah, which is funny because it's like, well, you could have been the one who did that.
Right. It could be him or it could be Mr. Cobb. Who knows? But I did like that part.
It is interesting because I do think that's actually what happened.
That someone took it and put it
I
back.
mean, they had to have, yeah.
Unless Mr. Cobb is in on some of this.
He's also in a wheelchair. I don't know if he can make this whole thing happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless big twist, he can walk. It's a good twist.
That's not bad. It's not bad. So later that night, they're waiting for all the cars. They're just waiting for the cars to leave the hotel. Jerry explains that ghosts can't exist. The problem is our minds are closed. We can't see them. To this, Ohm starts thinking, hold on. I'm with this dude. I'm out in the woods. He's talking about the ghost. Jerry, were you on mushrooms when you saw all this?
Because he was so into it that now he's like, it's like clicky. It's like, okay, hold on. This guy's on drugs all the time. Should I really believe him?
Yeah, to which Jerry says, of course I was on mushrooms. How do you think I saw her?
Were you drinking your magic milk when you saw this ghost?
That's how I saw her. And my mind was open.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to open your mind up, you know?
It's so funny.
So they start heading through the woods to the hotel, and it's creepy from the start because there's like a distant scream. Do you notice that stuff?
Yes, my kids clocked that. They're like, did you hear the scream? And I'm like, yeah, what the heck was that?
See, there's a lot in this movie that, I mean, obviously Ohm's dead mom is around, following around. There's a lot of spirit stuff going on that isn't really explained, you know?
Well, and you don't know what's real and what's not sometimes. Are we going to talk about that later?
How so?
There's a way to tell when something's real and something's not.
There is?
Because oh man. See, I watched a explanation, one of those YouTube videos where they explain the whole thing. If I remembered which video it was, I'd shout the creator out. They did a great job.
What's the way?
Well, we haven't even got to that part. I'll tell you later.
Okay, you're not going to forget?
I promise if I forget, I will put it in the editor's note.
Well, I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you, but we can't
because
tell you yet.
It better be something good, not dumb.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to tell you what I know. I don't, now I feel like there's like a pressure on me. Maybe I don't want to tell you.
All right, so they make it to the hotel. Nobody's there.
Wait, real quick though. I like when they walk in there. I think it's at this part. You almost hear ghosts. It's like a whoo.
Yeah, there are those sounds.
It's just they do such a good job of making you feel like you're in a haunted movie or a haunted hotel, which is the movie. But it feels like I like that haunting feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the lighting with the noise, it's good.
The ambiance, they nail.
Yeah.
They nail it. Well, my favorite part is when Jerry goes under the bell and he goes, look, she did this. And does this little...
He puts his little finger up pointing towards it.
Now, before they go up to this honeymoon suite, they have the key. They can just go and like do this thing. Jerry wants the crossbow. So he's got to go into like manager's office and get that. So Ohm's staying outside. Jerry walks in. The problem is it's not empty. Fergal's in there. He chokes him out and zip ties Jerry.
I wonder if they set this up because wouldn't they have known that the car was still there? That Fergal didn't leave? Maybe Fergal knew Jerry would come back.
What are you calling him?
Who?
Fergal?
I said Fergal.
Oh, it's not like a T.
I might have slurred it, but Fergal.
Okay.
You know what
No, I totally do because they counted the cars. Jerry knows this place pretty well.
Well, and Fergal was pissed off at Jerry because I think Fergal thinks Jerry killed Fiona. So I feel like he was around on purpose.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe he knew that Jerry was going to sneak in and get those meds. I mean, they know he comes around.
Yeah, because Fergal just popped out. He didn't seem surprised.
And it seemed like he was hanging out in the dark.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I would say so.
Again, that makes you suspect. Obviously, you're kind of suspecting this guy. I mean, he just choked Jerry out.
Yeah, as soon as he choked Jerry, I'm like, okay, this guy has got to be bad, right?
You would think so.
Yeah. But he's almost too bad right now. You know what I'm saying? It's too obvious.
Yeah. So Ohm's out in the lobby and he's just standing there silent. The problem is he's got this lantern on and he doesn't even know Jerry got choked out. But then he starts hearing some noise and he kind of steps behind a wall. And it just so happens that his light flickers and it goes out. I feel like there's something assisting him through this.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice it went on its own. I figured he shut it off. Oh, interesting.
No, it flickered out and went out. So he hides behind the wall. Fergal doesn't see him at all.
Yeah, so Fergal takes Jerry out of the hotel. real quick, I want to address that, though. That is interesting because there is something watching over him. I mean, I think his mother is.
Or that could be Fiona. It's hard to say. We got a couple ghosts roaming.
Yeah.
Fergal takes Jerry. He's going to take him to the cops. All right. So Jerry's in the van. He's zip tied. They leave. Ogham is left all alone in that lobby, and it's dark and it's creepy.
I think I just leave. I mean, I just could not explore by myself in a hotel. There's no way on earth he would do this, right?
I don't think so, but whatever. I mean, he does. Now, the issue I had is that lantern is suspect already, and that's his only light, and he's taking that with him.
Yeah, and it's so freaking dark.
They also did something weird here, too. So he hears that bell ring. He's going to head up there.
Oh, you heard the honeymoon bell. I don't know if did you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Also, you know what? Now that I say that, though, if you heard that bell ring, you might think she's alive up there. Obviously.
I don't know what's up there, though. Like, I'm hearing rumors about witches and stuff. It's dark. No one's here. The bell's ringing. I'm not going up there. I mean, it's just scary just to even see the bell ring. I would probably call the cops. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. There's no cell phone. Like, I'm shocked he didn't pull out a cell phone or something. Like, here, I'll call the cops real quick and then.
Well, there is a phone on the desk counter. The problem is I don't know the number to dial in Ireland.
I wouldn't know either.
Is it 911 over there? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
The interesting part, though, they did this weird cut where he hears the bell and then he looks in his hand and he's holding the key. It almost was like the key was just like magically placed in his hand.
Interesting.
But I think you're supposed to assume somehow Jerry dropped it for him or he gave it to him. I don't know, but it looked weird. The way they did that cut, I was like, did that just appear in his hand?
Interesting. I didn't notice that.
Ogham heads up to the honeymoon suite, but first he's got to take that gate down or open it. So he opens that up, gets into the elevator, and then he takes a little swig. You'll notice he has a flask. And I tracked this. I was like, why is he taking so many swigs out of this thing?
Well, you just think he's an alcoholic, which he is. I mean, he drinks a lot. So I just chalked it up to that at this point.
Yeah, it's just something to note.
Yes.
Now he gets up to the suite and there's, you know what? Actually, I got a little confused because it's weird because you come out of the elevator, you're not in the suite. There's a hall and a door to the suite.
I know. I thought the same exact thing. Are there other rooms up there?
I don't think so. I think it's just a little
entrance to the suite room.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, actually.
No.
But very creepy in this environment.
Now, the first thing he hears when he goes in is the clock. It's an interesting little thing that's going on here. There's a figure of like a young boy and he's got like a hammer or something. And when like whatever the time's set to, it turns and he strikes a bell. So I don't know if that's going off every hour. Apparently it's something you can set though.
It's really funny because I was trying to figure out what the time period was from when it was going off. It had to have been sooner than an hour, right?
Well, the movie wasn't like 4 hours long, so because it goes off quite a bit.
Yeah, so maybe it's like every
10 minutes.
Yeah, it seemed like every
5?
10. That's a very short time, though.
Yeah, it's a very interesting clock.
It doesn't matter. It just keeps going off at times.
Ogham explores around the room, doesn't really find much, and then he ends up sitting on the bed. I think he takes another swig, and then he falls asleep.
Which at that time, I'm like, how do you fall asleep in this room?
I know. I thought the same thing. I'm like, that's odd, but it makes sense a little bit later.
Exactly.
Now he goes into a very disturbing dream. He's a young child sitting on the ground, playing with his father's gun. It goes off. His mother apparently had every orange in the house and a carton of milk in her hand, drops them on the floor and kind of like gets around and like hugs him, right?
Yeah, so this is where we connected the dots. He's probably that kid.
Well, there's no probably. He is.
No, I mean, but from my perspective at that time,
Okay.
if it was my first time watching and I didn't have previous knowledge.
Now that almost seems sweet other than him shooting her in the head. She seemed to be comforting him.
I kind of felt like that was his mom saying like, it's okay. Like you need to let this go.
But there's somebody else who doesn't think it's okay.
Yeah, this is so weird.
What you know about Jack the Jackass?
It's, I guess, a kid's TV show.
So on the TV, there's this guy, and I don't even know how to describe it. It's like an anthropomorphic rabbit or something.
I don't even know what that means.
Anthropomorphic?
Definition.
Anthropomorphic.
I'm calling definition.
It's anthro and por of morphic.
You don't know what that means either.
Okay, how about a donkey like animatronic? It's not really animatronic though.
It's like a donkey man.
Yeah, it looks extremely strange.
Kind of like bugged eyes too.
So we go from him watching this TV with this crazy weird kid character that just creeps you out, right?
Yeah, super weird.
All of a sudden we transition and now we're watching Ogham in his bed. And then we see an arm reach out and grab him. He looks up and the freaking dude is standing in front of him.
Oh my gosh, with that freaking weird head. It's just so weird and disturbing.
It is a strange character.
That's why it works. It's just so freaking odd. You're just kind of like, you're like, what even is this?
That's what I'm saying, though. This movie has a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these characters that they all play like a little piece of it. Now, this snaps Ogham wide awake. Now, luckily for him, it wasn't that character. It was actually just Mel.
Yeah, Mel had come up there and noticed the door, obviously the honeymoon suite was unlocked. He went up there and woke him up. Now, the real question is, why is he even there?
He's there because Mr. Cobb called because that honeymoon key was missing. So he says.
Okay.
So Ogham just hands it over to him, and he's like, it's not tense at all. He's just like, Jerry gave it to me. We thought, Fiona would be up here. We're just checking it out, right?
Yeah, you got the vibe that Mel understood that Ogham is just trying to find Fiona.
Mel doesn't even know that Fergal took Jerry. Ogham had to tell him.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he doesn't even know anything about it. Mel tells him, you know what? It's late. We need to just go downstairs. We shouldn't even be up here in the first place. And Ogham, you're actually lucky you didn't get locked in. Because in fact, Mr. Cobb told him a story one time about a young bride that locked herself in. What you think about that?
It's a little foreshadowing.
Is it?
Well, about someone getting locked in the room.
But did they get locked in the room? I think this is a different... I mean, yeah, it could be foreshadowing.
No, I'm saying it's foreshadowing what's going to happen here in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was more of like, who's the bride?
Oh.
What's that story about? Because then I'm like, is
witch?
that a witch story?
I don't know. Yeah, we never found out.
Did somebody else die here? We don't know.
Yeah.
Now, as they're walking out of the room, Ogham spots a dumbwaiter, and he wants to go check it out. So he walks over to it, and Mel's like, you can tell, he's getting nervous. He's like, oh, no, we need to leave. We need to go.
Yeah, he's really amping it up. You get the vibe that you should not press that button.
Well, it's not even the button yet. He's just looking down the shaft. Like, he goes and looks down and is like, what is this shaft about?
Yeah.
Like, as soon as he walked over, he got nervous. But as he's looking down, then Mel's like, hey, that was a basement. It was here before, it was even a hotel. There's no exit. The entrance got lost during renovations, or exit, whatever you want to call it. So it's nothing. We should probably go. But that's when Ogham sees the call button, and he's like, just sticking his little finger out. He's going to press it, and Mel grabs his hand. It's a little intense, and you can tell Mel's like, I may be overstepping. I need to probably let go. This looks kind of guilty.
Well, yeah, but you're also kind of thinking at this time that maybe there's something down there that Mel doesn't want to tell him about. In my mind, I kind of thought maybe the witch is down there. You don't want to press that button.
Oh, for sure. I was in between of, is Mel guilty or is he trying to protect him?
Exactly. You kind of go both ways.
Yeah, you don't really know. But Ogham just presses the button.
I like that he didn't want him to do it. And Ohm's just a dick. He's like, I'm not listening to this. Click.
Yeah, I'll just press that button. Mel turns around and he runs the door. He's like, we got to go now. We got to get out of here. And then starts threatening him. If you don't leave, I'm going to have the cops come arrest you.
So it's super tense because you're like, what is going to come up from this dumbwaiter? You have no idea.
And it's slowly moving up. And then it arrives. And there sitting in the dumbwaiter is Fiona in a freaking weird bunny suit.
I am going to have you arrested for trespassing if you do not leave right this minute.
Boom. She's there.
Not a witch yet.
Not a witch, but yeah. So now you're like, hold on. Mel, what you know about this bunny?
Well, he doesn't have much time to talk to Mel because he runs out the door, locks him in the honeymoon suite, and takes off. He gets in his car and leaves the hotel.
Yeah. So Mel is the killer.
But you're still wondering, okay, wait, so is there no witch? Or at this point, I'm like, is this some murder thing he does all the time? You don't really know what's going on.
Right.
Is that witch just a story to keep them out of there when there's other things going on?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I obviously knew, so I did not have those thoughts. But my thought is, so Ohm's locked in this room and he can't get out. Do you think that room could really hold you in?
No.
No, I thought the same thing. There's tons of things you could hit against the wall. I could rip right through the wall.
Where are you to go through the wall?
To the next side.
Oh, you're talking about to get out of the room. You still have the problem you're locked at the gate.
No, because then I go through the wall now. I'm just digging through the wall I don't know.
You could break through drywall.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I would ever get stuck in there. I just keep plowing through.
Also, there's windows. They're boarded up, but it wouldn't take much.
Yeah. But he's stuck in this world. He's stuck.
Yeah, we'll get to that because there is a way he tries to get out that I thought would be very easy to get out.
Yeah.
But for now, he's in there with Fiona's dead body. He starts looking around the room, and then his tape recorder goes off because Fiona happens to be holding it.
Now, this happens several times throughout the movie. Is it just going off randomly?
I don't know, because sometimes it goes off and there's very specific things that are relayed to they relate to what he's doing almost. I couldn't tell if this is actually going off or if this is a little bit in his head.
Okay.
I think you could argue either way.
In my mind, I thought it was actually going off, but he didn't seem surprised enough that it was just randomly playing.
Yeah, because it's not like maybe he does press play like once or twice, but like there's sometimes he's not touching it and it's going off.
Yeah.
So he hears himself talking, and it's his line of calling that bellhop and oblivious charisma vacuum, you know?
Just mean.
Yeah, it's not nice. And then we have a transition, and I went a little deep in this one. I don't know why. I don't know.
Hey, thank you. I cannot wait to hear every little detail.
So there's a window in this honeymoon suite, and it's a circle, right? It's a white circle, then the glass in the middle, and it transitions to that. And in the middle is one of those carved figurines. So that's kind of like appearing as the window's disappearing. To me, it looked like that little figure was almost pointing at the circle around it. Or at least the figure was within a circle that was white.
Okay, I don't know what figure you're talking about, though.
So they show the figures throughout the movie that are from the story. So there's the witch story. They have like a model of the witch story in the hotel where they have the little figures.
Okay, I don't even, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yes, okay. So you think it was pointing in a certain direction?
I don't know if either way, there was a white circle around the figure, which I was just alluding to what we'll see in a little bit. You know, you guys already know, to protect from which you draw the white circle.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like there's these little nuggets that are just sprinkled in.
Well, yeah, there's little things that are there to help him. Is that what we're going with? I'm not exactly sure.
I'm just saying, I may have just made this up. I didn't hear this anywhere. I just saw the transition. I was like, oh, there's a white circle around the figure. That's interesting.
Again, I love every detail. Thank you. Bless you.
So we transitioned to Fiona at the Halloween party with Mel. Now they're at the front desk. They're just hanging out.
Oh, we probably should have said Fiona's in the bunny outfit because that's what she died in on Halloween night. She was dressed up.
Yeah, there's some trivia. Apparently the director puts a lot of like bunny stuff in. I don't know what that's about.
Like Alice in Wonderland. Wasn't there a bunny in there?
I think it's a rabbit.
Mad Hatter? I don't know. It's been like 40 years since I've seen that.
Basically, we've gone back in time and we're going to see what happened to Fiona, right?
Yeah.
So her and Mel are at the front desk, and I liked this part. I don't know if you caught it. Two girls are walking by, and Mel looks up and he goes, "Oh, looking well." And the girls sigh. They go, "Ugh."
Yeah, like Mel's a little pervert.
Yeah.
You know, we're saying Mel again. I think it's Mal.
It is Mal.
Yeah,
but I already said at the beginning, I'm going to say both.
Yeah. All right. You guys know how it is.
Right. Okay. I got a little confused here on my first watch through.
Okay.
Because Fiona has something in her hands, and Mal says, "I thought you were going to hand that into the hospital."
Oh.
I took this as, okay, spoiler alert, she's pregnant.
Okay.
We're going to throw that out there. I took it as maybe it was a pregnancy test, and he's like, "I thought basically you're going to have an abortion."
Yeah, like get rid of this thing.
Right. That's what I thought at first.
That's not what it was?
No, what do you think it was?
Well, I don't know. I didn't even notice this.
She was holding his Ohm's tape recorder.
Oh.
So taking that to the hospital.
Okay.
And that's why she has it with her the whole time, you know?
All right. That checks out.
You can tell Fiona is a little upset about the whole thing with Ohm. She's a nice girl.
Oh, like she cared about him.
Right.
Yeah. She seems like a good, nice person.
Now, what's Mel concerned with? He's worried she's going to get a little dehydrated, and he really wants her to drink that tea while it's nice and hot.
Problem is, we do a little zoom in on that tea. It looks a little suspect.
Did it?
Yeah, it seemed to have something on the top. But I don't really know what this was supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, are you an expert on Irish teas?
It looked like there was a little too much cream on the top. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe Ohm left a little get. No,
okay.
Right,
yeah,
Mel.
it was too far.
And that was Mel anyways. I ruined my own joke. Fell.
Well, Fiona finishes her tea, and then she gets a case of the spins. The room starts like kind of distorting around her. Boom, she passes out, but old Maul's there. Maul. I mean, I don't know how to say his name.
Maul. Darth Maul.
How are you supposed to? Mal?
Mal.
I'm just gonna stick with Mel. Anyways, Mel's there, puts her in a wheelchair. And dude, honestly, I thought this was extremely risky.
Okay. Yeah, I had a problem with this part too, because there's a Halloween party. Now, we didn't really see that many people, but he puts her in that wheelchair and he has to wheel her down like through the front of the hotel into the honeymoon suite elevator. So it seems like anyone at any moment could have walked out and seen this happen.
If he's just seen one time, this plan is ruined.
Yeah, it would have made more sense to be like, hey, let's go up and fool around in the honeymoon suite, then do whatever you need to do.
If she was into that. I don't know their relationship totally.
Well, they banged.
Well, obviously, but I mean, I don't know if it's still going on.
You know, I'm going to say this too, and this may be a little controversial. I mean, Fiona's kind of in the wrong too. What are you doing banging a guy who's married? You know?
You know what? I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
But that is, I mean...
You also should not be doing that. Not that you deserve to die, obviously.
She's in the wrong a little bit.
Yeah, like, I just had to point that out. She's not perfect. She was nice, but that was a pretty big mistake.
Yeah. And also, Mel, I mean, you can do better. Come on.
Mal can do better?
No, Fiona.
Oh, yeah. For
He's
sure.
a weird guy.
He's weird. Also, you work with him. It's just like a horrible idea.
Yeah, you work for the owner who's his father-in-law.
Yeah.
Also, that's never going to work out well.
No.
Anyways, yeah, but the plan is to go up in that elevator. And when he gets in there, there's like people walking down the hall and we have a whole race to press the button to close the door. And then it's like, if you do get seen with her, she's going to know she got drugged by you. It was a horrible plan.
No, I completely agree. Yeah. If anyone spots you, you're done.
It does kind of fit him because he's not like a professional at this.
That's a
he's
great
kind
point.
of a mess.
He's kind of an idiot.
Yeah. No, I guess it makes sense.
Just a very risky move.
Yeah. Okay. So he takes her upstairs. He puts her in the dumbwaiter and he sends her down.
He takes her upstairs to the honeymoon suite, puts her in the dumbwaiter. She goes down.
Did you need to repeat?
Well, I had to make sure that they knew she went up to the elevator, that they went up to the elevator into, I don't need to do it again.
Yeah. We get it.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think here?
I thought when he put her in there, he was making a sacrifice.
Okay. That's what I kind of thought too, because this guy doesn't plan things well. You put her up in the suite. Why did you send her down? Again, she's just drugged. She's not dead.
Was she locked in there too? He had to have locked her in the room.
Well, yeah, he locked her in.
But yeah, you know what though? Once you go down in the dumbwaiter, you can't get back up.
Yeah, the mechanism's ripped out.
Yeah, so it does make sense. He would put her down there knowing she can't get out. But you know what's kind of funny? How would he even know that? Because no one's like gone down there.
Well, he knows. He knew. He said it to Ogham that it's been blocked off. They know that.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair.
So, yeah, but there is a witch in this basement.
Well, yeah, but he didn't know that.
Do you know that though? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know for sure.
They don't really tell you a lot of stuff. So it's like, it's hard to really figure out what's going on, but I do like trying to.
It does seem risky though to send someone down there because she was just drugged. She was going to come out of this drug state. You wouldn't know for sure that she couldn't get back up somehow.
Why did he leave her in there so long? I guess he didn't really know what to do. And
I just think he thought that no one's ever going to go in there, but that's so freaking risky. Maybe at some point he would come back and get the body.
It's also a really mean way to kill someone. Like, hey, they'll just like die down there.
Oh yeah. Well, it's horrible.
Like, you not even kill them quickly.
Yeah.
You want to know something interesting?
What?
Apparently the witch may know that he is the father of Fiona's child.
What? How would the witch know this?
Later on, Mel will have an encounter with the witch. We'll say that. Apparently, like, because she does mumble a bunch of stuff, but you can't really hear it. The director said, I guess the director says, what I read, that she says to him, "You're the father."
Oh, interesting.
I don't think you can hear it. Maybe that's just like his idea of it, you know?
Well, you know what's also interesting? How did she die?
Okay, she just died in the dumbwaiter. She didn't get like murdered or anything. She just like starved or something.
But she just would
Or she
stay in the
looked very
dumbwaiter?
cold.
Yeah, it looked like something killed her. Like maybe died of shock. Like, oh my God, dead.
Well, I don't
know what the witch had, if she has some sort of powers.
Yeah, they don't talk about that. And that's the thing. Did she encounter the witch down there?
So I did hear something that I don't think the witch goes after women. Because and they
sounds
remember
like a fan theory.
No, but it is a theory. But in the story, they talked about boys, right?
That is true.
So I don't think the witch was interested in her.
Scorned witch.
Yeah. So anyways, maybe she had a conversation with the witch. I don't know.
Let's go back to Ogham. So that was the flashback. We saw what happened. Fiona died. Mel killed her. Ogham now decides, you know what? Maybe I should take that tape recorder and see what else is on it. And Fiona has left some messages. So while she was alone, sitting at the bottom of the basement, she recorded some things. He hears her explain she's in the basement of the hotel, that she's pregnant. She reveals Mel's the father, and he's not happy about her wanting to keep the baby. He was terrified, obviously. I mean, he's terrified for multiple reasons. Obviously, his wife finding out. Mr. Cobb, his boss, would find out as well. She does make it clear, though, Fiona had no plan on outing him as the father. So he didn't really even need to do this.
Yeah, just makes him even more of a bad guy.
Now, did you notice she had one request, and I don't think it was ever followed through on?
Oh, what was it?
She says, tell her parents that she loves them. I don't
Okay.
remember Ogham telling her parents.
Well, we never saw her parents.
Right, but I mean, that's what she requested off the recorder. I'm just saying, no one, did anybody do it?
Maybe when this movie ends, he did. I don't know.
I would like to have seen him do that.
You're right. That would have been a nice little cap.
So Ohm's listening to a tape recorder. Remember Jerry?
Yeah.
Well, Jerry is pretty, what's the word? Crafty? He's like a wild cat. You can't really contain him, you know?
Yeah, he is.
Because he wakes up in the van, he's got those zip ties, but he's got like a knife on him. Immediately just grabs it, cuts himself out. But he's got a second problem because the van's going like 50 on some roads.
Man, he pops those doors open and you're like, this is going to be a little too fast to jump out.
When you're on mushrooms, things move in weird ways.
Yeah, he really doesn't have a choice, I guess. I don't know, man. I'd kind of wait for the van to slow down at some point.
Yeah, I'd say it's a tough decision. Either way, he YOLOs it, just sends it straight out there.
I like it because he just kind of jumps straight down, straight jumps out. I don't know that I would have gone that way. I would maybe try to get
a tuck of some kind.
Or if you could find something, maybe you could skateboard your way out.
I mean, you don't want to like put limbs down or something, but maybe like protect your head and like, I think I would do like this and then try to roll.
Daniel has his arms in front of his face.
Well, I'm protecting the back of my head from hitting the ground.
I think as long as your head tries to stay securely off the ground, you're okay.
Like, I feel like if you kind of land on a side shoulder, you could kind of just roll.
And I would say, I think that's kind of what he did.
Well, you just said he penciled it.
Well, it looked like he just jumped straight out, but then we see when he gets, comes back, his shoulders kind of jacked up. He can walk.
Yeah, you're not going to, like, well, of course, but he tumbled hard. He did not smoothly land.
We didn't see. We don't know. You're right. It was a pretty hard landing.
Back to Ogham. He's trapped in the room again. He's stuck in the room before the elevator, right? In the honeymoon suite. He ends up, this is a random spot, but he finds this desk and he opens up, like, I don't know, there's a cupboard underneath. And through there, there's like another little opening, or it's like a door. What do you call that?
Yeah, it's like a little door, crawl space or something.
Yeah, it's like a little crawl space to a door that you can open up.
Which is just
small. It's a really weird.
Yeah, maybe that was used to pass like stuff into the room.
What would you pass through?
Like
there?
Food and stuff. So it's a honeymoon suite. You don't
It's
want to
not
like
a prison cell.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the other purpose of this door would be.
Well, the problem is it's latched and he can't get through, but it's only held on by like this small padlock, and he tries to kick it open and he just can't get it through or get through it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I had a little problem. I just feel like I could kick through that, no problem.
Like I said, I think I could just get through the whole thing.
I mean, I think I could get through the main door, no problem.
Yeah, I think if you just kick it enough, and plus, yeah, we've said that. I think we could get out.
The problem is Ogham has those little rider legs. Not a lot of work out there, you know?
Yeah.
But he's got another plan because he finds a screw and he knows where to get a butter knife, picks that up, and he starts unscrewing it. Now, some things are starting to happen while this is going on. Again, we're zoomed in to that screw, and he's slowly turning it, and it's like painted over, so you see him breaking the paint, you know?
Yeah, not only that, yeah, like Dan said, there's just stuff going on in the background. I don't know if lights are flickering or if you're hearing noises.
There's definitely some wind blowing through.
Definitely some noises where you're like, okay, hold on. We're in the middle of the night, and it's dark.
Okay, we have to get to my favorite jump scare, the reverse jump scare. This is it.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
So as he's got that butter knife on the screw, undoing it.
And what's so great is you're so focused in because he's having a hard time with it. So you're really watching that screw.
And we're jumping between two angles. The screw, which we're like all in on. And then they show him and the view is from like the door. So you see him again, it's like a little spot, like he's like in a little tunnel under the desk. So you see out behind him to the room.
Into the darkness.
Into the darkness. And then they cut back to the screw. So you're kind of paying attention anyways. He's almost got the screw all the way out. And then they cut back to him. It seems like there's like, you can't see as much of the room. And then all of a sudden, someone stands up from behind him and walks away.
Dude,
So there was somebody sitting there and they were crouched watching him the whole time.
I got chills just from you describing that.
I did, dude.
Whole body chills.
One of my favorite jump scares, because it's not the jump out scare. You see it and you don't even realize until she moves that she's there.
It's so great. When we saw that, we're like, someone was there the whole time.
Dude, I loved that. That was one of my favorite jump scares.
Oh, it was so freaking creepy.
The reverse jump scare.
Yeah, and I guess it was his mom, I think is who that was.
Right.
But man, it was just so effective. It was a good one.
It affects you afterwards for a second because you're like, oh my gosh, how long was that person watching him?
Yeah.
Like the whole time. Like she was watching with us on the screw, you know?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. So anyway, she walked away. That was it with her. And spoiler alert, he doesn't get through the door.
Yeah, I think
gets the
broke,
screw out.
but then one's like stripped, so he can't even do it.
It's a different type of screw. He can't get it open. But the thing that I didn't like, kick the thing again. You loosened it up a little bit.
Yeah, we're big hog mollies though, Dan. You know, we're just grunts.
Yeah, that's true.
Different breed.
Ogham gives up on this plan. He gets up, and then all of a sudden, he hears someone scream over the intercom. There's a whole intercom system in the hotel, by the way.
Oh, who was screaming?
Well, this is where we got weird stuff going on. We're in a little paranormal area because we hear the scream, and he walks out of the room, and then his mom like walks right behind him.
Gosh, every time she jumps out, again, she's not trying to be menacing. She's just around.
She seemed to just like move fast. That was a scary one.
Yeah.
Did you say he doesn't see her though? It's not, we're seeing her as the audience, but he never sees her.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not meant to scare him. It's just meant to scare us watching him.
Which is effective.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then he starts hearing a groan and all the lights are like shutting off and on. Somebody knocks on the door randomly and he like looks out, there's no one there. And then the TV turns on.
Oh, God, but yeah, this whole thing was so scary because I'm sitting here thinking, okay, the witch is here. Like you got to like figure this thing out, but it wasn't yet.
No, it wasn't. And actually the TV then turned off
Oh.
because he starts looking at it and he gets really close to the TV. And this was creepy because in the reflection on the TV, you can see Fiona in that bunny suit standing and the door is open behind him.
Oh, so creepy just in the darkness.
Yeah. And then he looks back and the door's shut and she's not there. Looks back into the reflection. She's still there.
Oh my gosh.
And then they hit you with a Jack jump scare.
Man, just so effective. I don't really need to describe it more. You're in this creepy room and all this weird stuff is just going on.
That was messed up because you're so focused in on that seeing Fiona in the back that you think that's where the jump scare is that it's going to come from behind because you think one time he's going to turn, she's going to be standing there. But no, it comes from the TV in front.
Yeah, they do a great job with the jump scares simply because they subvert expectations.
Oh, all right. So that children's creepy character is now on the TV and Ohm's watching him and it starts to incorporate some things with Ogham because Jack gets a letter and it's from the little boy Ogham. He's written to him.
Yeah, this guy's talking directly to Ogham now.
Yeah, and it's part of like a children's show where he's talking about the letter. He's reading Ohm's letter to a bunch of kids.
But it's clear like this is kind of in his mind.
Okay, so Jack's reading the letter. It's Ogham talking about how he played with his dad's gun. He accidentally killed his mom and now his dad hates him. And it comes off like he's kind of complaining about everything that's going wrong, right?
Like Ogham is?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little kid, so you kind of feel bad for him. Like, his life's falling apart. He's made a huge mistake. Jack kind of tells it how it is. He's like, you were playing with your dad's gun. You shouldn't have been playing with it, and you blew out your mom's brains, and you want help? Guess what? No help's coming.
It's just so creepy because this weird freaking character on the TV, like, it's just so bizarre, and he's just so mean to him. But really, I think this is Ohm's own mind. Like this is like his self-talk is what I kind of feel like this is.
Yeah, I think this character is like a morph. I'm sorry, I can't think of a good word, but like a morphing. Like it's like the original cartoon he watched was probably similar to this, but it's like it's changed into this creepy monster thing. Now, I will say I liked the character. I thought it was interesting. This Jack didn't love this next line that he finishes on because he looks at him and he goes, "You're scared. You effing should be." And then he like repeats it a couple times. Came off kind of corny to me.
You're scared? You should be! You should be!
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of thought it was good because I'm more thinking like, why should he be scared? Like, what's he supposed to be scared about here?
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I do know, but does Jack know?
Well, because I'm kind of thinking at this moment, I'm like, well, wait, is there more to this character? Is he not just this guy on the TV? Is he going to come out now or something like that?
He's not.
No.
Just in his mind. Anyways, Ogham gets done with the TV, ends up finding a basement map on the wall. And when he reads it, there's a bunch of rooms. It's all labeled down there. And there it says there's an exit.
Oh, downstairs?
Right.
Okay. I wasn't sure why he was looking at that.
I spent like 20 minutes looking at this map because there's these weird smudges on it. And I swear there's images within them.
Okay.
Couldn't figure it out though.
Well, yeah.
Maybe we should show it.
I like your your attention to detail there.
Then the recorder kicks in and it's Fiona talking. Now, this should have warned him and probably given him like some red flags of not to go down here, but doesn't matter. Fiona says there's no way back up. The dumbwaiter button's broken. She can't find a way out and she's stuck.
Yeah. So in my mind, I don't think there's any way I'm going downstairs. But the problem is, you know that Mel is around and might come back and you don't know what he's capable of.
I'm not that afraid of Mel.
Yeah, but if he has a weapon or something, you just don't know.
I mean, he does, and probably he does get a weapon, but also, I mean, you can just break out of this room before we're trying a million ways to break out of here before I'm going down there.
I know, but we're putting ourselves in his situation. He can't get out for some reason.
Ohm's going to go down there. All right. But he knows he can't get back up. So he has to come up with a way to somehow press that dumbwaiter button while he's at the bottom.
Yeah, and how could he do that?
Dude, I watched this the first time. I had no clue. I couldn't. It's so dark sometimes I can't tell what's going on.
100%. I was the same way. I knew he rigged something. I didn't know how it worked.
Okay, so what he's going to do, he's going to take that clock, he's going to set it on a timer, set it like lower. So then when and then he takes the bell off. So basically when the little kid in the clock swings his little hammer or whatever, it's going to hit the dumbwaiter and bring him back up.
Yeah, so he's going to have it timed so he knows when it's going to hit. So after he goes down, he can go investigate and then get back in if he needs to.
Okay, when I first watched it, I thought this was some secret button. Like I thought he removed the bell and underneath the bell, when the kid swings the hammer, it was hitting some type of secret button to bring the waiter. I don't know why I thought that because there's already a button on the wall.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know that clock or whatever was hitting a bell. I thought it was a boy hitting a girl. I don't know why I thought that.
Oh, psychological problems.
Yeah.
Should I talk to your wife? Do you want to admit anything?
No, of course not.
Is there something you need to admit?
Oh my gosh.
Are you hiding anything?
Will you move on now?
Okay. Well, I want you to say it with a little more, of course not. I feel like now you're leaving questions.
Well, I feel like any way I answer that, it sounds bad. You know, it's one of those problems you've raised the question.
I would never, ever hit my wife or even aggressively touch her like that.
I feel like I don't
Unless
need
she was into it in some other way. Is she into that?
Well, now again, you set me up with a question I feel like I can't answer.
So you guys do choking stuff?
Shut up. It's so stupid. I would never hit anyone. Never play my hands on any women.
You wouldn't hit anybody.
Well,
ever?
No. Well, okay.
It's up to you guys to figure that one out.
It's so stupid.
Okay, so Ohm's figured out this whole contraption that he's going to do, right? Problem is, Fiona's in the dumbwaiter. We got to move her. So he goes over, he's got to pick her up and set her down in a chair.
Which is just creepy because now she's sitting in a chair, eyes wide open, by the way. That's important.
That is.
Yeah.
That is. And I was surprised. I thought they were going to hit you with a jump scare. Kind of glad they didn't.
Oh, of her? Yeah, it's too easy.
Yeah. So jumps in the dumbwaiter, hits the button, heads down to the basement.
And good God, this is very high anxiety moment for me.
You know, he gets down there. He does confirm that button's ripped off the wall. Can't go back up. It's dark. It's more of a dungeon.
Yeah, it's hard to see anything around. To me, it seemed like there was a long hallway with maybe some doors around.
Off the map, there are doors, and then there's like a turn and an exit or something, but you can't see anything. And he even finds a light, and I'm like, oh, thank God. There's going to be some light, but he flips it on. It's the dimmest light bulbs ever.
Well, is it light bulbs? It looked like lanterns.
Whatever.
It's light bulbs that look like lanterns? I don't know.
Sure.
But it creates an awesome, spooky environment.
Right. And he's got to go and investigate and find this exit. Yeah.
I mean, I go down there. I'm immediately going right back up. I guess I have no
You
choice
gotta
now.
wait
You're
for the little
stuck,
bellboy.
which is a great little thing they throw in just to give you that tension the whole
Oh,
time.
It's so creepy and so quiet. So he's walking down this just black hallway, and then he finds some charms. They're hanging from the ceiling. There's like a lighter. There's one of the dolls I mentioned from the little diorama. So someone's collecting things here. I think you guys know who.
Yeah, there's a witch down here.
So he heads to where the exit should be, but instead of an exit, it's a concrete wall.
Okay, is this where there was writing on the wall?
No. Okay, there is something interesting here, though, because it looked to me like someone had been digging in the mortar in between the concrete. You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe Fiona was trying to get out.
See, okay, I had a couple questions. I mean, I think that's an option. Also, then, like, where did this chalk come from? Could you use mortar as chalk? Like, did she do that?
Okay, well, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, we know Fiona knew about the witch and the chalk stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible she just kind of always held on to chalk? And then when she was down there, she had it on her?
No, I don't think Fiona brought the chalk with her. And I don't even think the mortar was the chalk. I think it looks like we're going to find a piece of chalk here in a minute, okay? It looked to me, there was some intricate design work done on a door.
Well, that's what I was saying. This was on a door, not the wall?
I think that's a door.
Okay. It's hard to tell what was where, right? It's so dark. I didn't know what I was looking at half
Okay,
the time.
we'll come back to the door. But before we do, Ogham is about to go through something that is extremely terrifying because he's down in this basement, pitch black, and he hears probably the worst thing you could ever hear. It's that tape recorder flips on to Fiona talking about her experience in the basement.
It would have been nice to know this information while he was still upstairs.
Exactly. Because what she says is, I think there's someone down here. Is someone there? And she seems terrified.
I think there's someone down here. I keep hearing something.
Oh my God. And then when you hear that, you're just like, oh no.
Well, then she screams and she's like crying and the tape stops.
Just straight terrifying.
He's at the exit. He's got to go all the way back down this hall to the dumbwaiter.
And not only that, he needs that little timer to go off so he can get back up in time.
Yes. And dude, if it goes off early, you got to sprint.
Oh,
You might miss it.
Or you're stuck.
Right. So Ohm's just left there standing in the dark, looking down this hall that he has to cross. But I'll give it to him. He's got some balls. He heads down.
Well, you have no choice.
Yeah, that is true. He's heading down, and then a door catches his eye. And here's where we find the chalk. So he turns, and there's this door. It has all these symbols and like kind of ritualistic marking. And then the chalk is sitting on the floor. I think this could have been Mr. Cobb. Like maybe he trapped the witch. He did it. Or is this the witch? And this is a doorway that she's done all this stuff to open up another realm.
Yeah, because at one point later, we see something happens and there seems to be a room that comes out of nowhere.
But it confuses me that if the witches don't like chalk, that they would use chalk.
Yeah.
So a little backstory on this door. I dug into it. The door is covered in Ogham, an ancient Irish alphabet pronounced roughly like Ohm's name. So Ogham?
Ohms?
Ohms?
Ohm?
It appears to mark or contain the witch's gateway beneath the hotel. So apparently the director said, I guess there was like a subplot that involved Cobb and like a pagan hotel cult that they cut out of it. Maybe it's left over from that. I feel like it's just not really explained.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm glad they got rid of that.
Yeah, I think it was one of those, like, it's an idea, but not a great one.
Yeah.
So what you need to know is Ogham does pick up the chalk. And then his alarm goes off, so he's got to get back to that dumbwaiter. And it just seems like there's a very powerful force that is starting to come for him.
I feel like there's noises happening.
I think you'd
lights
say
flickering.
The sense of dread is heightened.
We all know he's got to get out of here now.
Right. So he takes off. He's starting to panic. He runs the dumbwaiter. He gets inside and he's looking at his watch and he's like, okay, 3, 2, 1. But then
Nothing.
And you can hear something in the hall moving now.
And it's getting closer.
You can almost hear like chains dragging, I feel like.
Yeah, I think for sure there is.
And he's looking down this hall, and it's one of those things where you're looking and all you see is black. And you're like, you're trying to find anything that can catch your eye. And then they're flashing to the clock upstairs. And that little thing's like starting to move, but it's not moving. Then back to that dark hallway. And then all of a sudden, you see a white face appear.
Oh, God. Just
Ugh.
like, what am I even looking at?
Well, he's just like tucked into that dumbwaiter, you know?
Well, yeah,
waiting.
he's just in a helpless position, but you got to stay because, you know, that thing should go off any second now.
And it does. Finally, the little bellboy hits the little dumbwaiter button. Now Ogham is heading up, all right? And he makes it just in time. That thing was getting very close.
Terrifying.
He gets all the way up to the top, and this part made me laugh because then the little bellboy swings again all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like, why do you do a double swing?
He did a double swing. So Ogham has to pop out and jump out of it.
Well, that was one of my criticisms of Ogham is as he's sitting there in the dumbwaiter, when he hit the top, for me, I'd be like, I'm out of here now. He sat there for a second, gathering his composure.
Yeah.
And yeah, he almost got sent right back down.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get sit down, so he jumped out. He's fine, but that dumbwaiter heads back down, and then he looks down the shaft and sees what nightmares are made of.
Oh my God. On the side of the wall, crawling upwards, is some sort of figure. It's the witch.
The witch is crawling at a nice steady pace up the side of the elevator shaft.
Oh man. So you're just like, what is he going to do? Because he can't get out of this room.
No, he's locked in. He's got to go somewhere. So he just starts panicking. He takes off running to the bedroom, and you can hear the witch like cackling and laughing at him.
I loved the way the witch sounded because it sounds like she's having a great time. Like she's excited for what's going to happen.
I mean, she's an interesting witch. The way this witch works is interesting by itself.
Yeah.
But also there's the way she acts. Yeah, I don't think she's like the worst witch. She seems to have a good time.
She seems to be in great spirits.
So he runs into the bedroom and he locks the door. There's 2 doors, locks them both. Now, the thing is, above the door, there's like a little window. And as he's looking up, the witch actually like jumps and looks at him.
God, this was terrifying to me. I don't know why it scared the heck out of me. I think because I expected the witch to like slowly crawl up. I didn't expect her to just like 2-foot jump up.
Maybe the first time I've seen a witch jump like that.
She's got quite a vertical too.
Not bad for that. I mean, she's got to be old.
But seeing that little head pop up and then just go down just as quick, it was like, oh my gosh, she's out of control.
Yeah. So he ends up running to the bed. He makes a chalk circle around the entire bed. The witch goes the other door, gets through, and now around the bed are like satin sheets. So he can kind of see through. So you kind of see the witch's face, but not really. You can't really make out features.
Kind of see her face push through. But yeah, that's the thing that was so scary. He took quite a while to get that chalk around because you have to make sure there's not a gap.
It's important. Yeah, because what if you like don't fully connect?
Exactly. He laid down a good layer of chalk for sure. But yeah, now he's stuck in that bed and he's trapped with that witch right next to him.
Yeah.
Oh, so freaking scary. Plus, you don't really know, is this going to work?
Yeah, you're kind of unsure. Like, again, it's like folklore.
Yeah, we're operating under assumptions right now.
Yeah, no one's ever like proven it.
Yeah, well, but it did work.
It did work, and he actually fell asleep in the bed.
That's tough. I don't know how you would sleep, but...
Well, I think we'll figure out later. So the sun comes up, Mel returns back to the hotel, and when he does, there's a car out front with a lot of bloody handprints on it. He goes into the hotel, heads up to the elevator, and that's when he finds Jerry, and he's just working on the elevator cage. He's trying to get through.
I love it. Jerry jumped out of the vehicle, came straight back, very badly injured, but he's still going up there to try to help because he knows something's in that room.
Yeah, wait, why was he in Ohm's car?
Why was who?
Jerry.
Jerry was in Ohm's car?
Yeah, so Ogham must have left his car at Jerry's van. He must have gone back to his van, got in Ohm's car, and driven it over to the hotel.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I think that's what it was.
I didn't even notice that.
But he's got a gnarly limp.
Yeah, I mean he's hurt.
Yes, Jerry doesn't know anything about Mel and what he's done, so he's kind of questioning or he's basically telling Mel like, "Hey, Ohm's here. We need to get him," because he knew he left Ogham there, and Ogham should be up in the suite.
Yeah, right.
But Mel lets him know, like, "Hey, I already came here. I found him. He was up in the room, but he was hammered. He was trashed. I got him in a taxi. I took him to the airport. He actually took him to the town to get in the taxi, left him. The taxi took him to the airport."
Yeah, so somewhat believable-ish.
But you know Jerry, he's very persistent, and he's not going to let this slide. He's like, "Hey, I just have to go up here. I have to confirm he's not here or nothing's here, you know?"
Yeah, he just jumped out of a van to get there. He's not going to stop now.
Yeah, and Mel can't let this happen. So he's like, "Hey, if you're going to do that, I'm going to have to call the guards. They know about your wife. And I promise anyways, I already checked. There's nothing up there. So he tries to give him a little peace of mind with a threat.
Yeah, he's doing whatever he can to force Jerry out.
Right. Now, Ogham goes to the window. He sees that Jerry's here, or a car's here. He knows someone's downstairs. He comes up with the idea, the service bell, runs over, finds that, starts yanking on it to where it starts ringing, the hotel or the honeymoon suite, right?
Yeah.
Problem is, Jerry's already out of the hotel and he's at his car.
So it seems like he missed his opportunity.
Right. So we have a situation where Mel is having a panic attack, afraid that Jerry's going to hear this bell. Jerry just keeps missing the bell. He's out at the car. And then we have Ogham who's trying to figure out this thing. Just when you think Jerry's going to leave, he actually gets out of his car because he forgot the keys, right?
Well, I feel like we didn't know that. I thought, like, in my perception was, I thought maybe Jerry did hear the bell and he's coming back to get Ogham.
Well, it did seem like that. And I think Mel thought that because there was a thought, like, I think Mel's going to kill him right now.
Yeah, as soon as he opened the door, you could see Mel had that crazy look on his face.
Just pure panic.
Yeah, but then Jerry's like, I just came for the keys.
And luckily for Mel, Ogham accidentally pulled a little too hard and broke the whole bell system.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not ringing now.
You're just like, God, he just screwed up there.
Yeah, so
Screwed
now,
in the honeymoon suite. See?
that
works. That works.
A light chuckle. So now we have Mel going to grab Jerry's keys while Ogham is now breaking through the wall trying to find the cord to pull it again. He finds it, yanks on it. The problem is Jerry's already outside again.
Missed it again.
Mel ends up going to his office. He sits and contemplates, realizing that he's in a lot of trouble right now.
He's got to figure the situation out. It's obviously getting out of hand.
We're kind of racking up bodies here.
Yeah.
And then he gets the portrait of his family and he walks out into the lobby only to realize, guess who's back?
Jerry, he didn't give up.
Guess who's back? Back again.
And I love how Jerry comes in and he just has almost like a heartwarming moment where he's like, Fiona always told me to trust my instincts or my heart. And I did that. Like, something's off here, Mel.
Yeah.
Something's off.
Yes, exactly. And then he starts questioning Mel. He's like, hey, by the way, if you dropped Ogham off, why did you come back to the hotel?
Interesting.
And Mel's like, oh, well, for my family's photo, like I'm trying to do something nice for my wife. Jerry's not really having it. It just doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's very suspect.
And then the honeymoon bell starts to ring.
Boom. And now you're kind of thinking, like, what is Mel going to do?
Well, he doesn't have a lot of time because old Jerry, he's crafty. And I don't know where he pulled this hatchet out of.
I was just like sitting on the counter, I think.
So, okay, I was thinking that maybe, because Mel seemed, when Jerry first came back in, like he was reaching for something, maybe Mel had a hatchet and was going to kill Jerry right there. And then he left it on the counter, and then Jerry grabbed it now.
Okay.
Not knowing.
That
but,
would make sense to me.
Yeah. So basically, Jerry threatens him, like, give me the key. Mel hands it over, and Jerry hobbles up to the suite.
Man, in my mind, I'm like, dude, just kill Mel right now.
Well,
you can't leave him unchecked.
Mel just opens up at this point, and he's like, it's like his last plea. He's like, hey, it was a mistake. Fiona wasn't a good person. Never something. You murdered her. Now you can't say, I mean, come on, what a turd.
I mean, yeah, obviously. You just hate this guy now.
Yeah. And basically he's like, she was going to tell Mr. Cobb, like, in Ogham, he was going to kill himself. So just leave him.
Well, that is valid. It's like, I know. No. But it just shows you what kind of twerp this dude is. He did all this out of fear. He killed her for nothing.
Yeah, he's such a dick. It gets worse because as Jerry's heading up in the elevator, Mel starts a fire. This is interesting. It's just not a great plan. But again, he's horrible at planning this stuff.
He's just panicking, doing whatever he can.
Yeah, so he starts a fire, grabs a crossbow.
F this guy, man.
Jerry gets in to the hotel suite. Well, he's outside. He's in that hallway. He finds Ogham. They start talking. Ogham lets him know, hey, I'm locked in here. Jerry busts off the tiny little padlock that's on this thing, opens up the door. Ogham is like, hey, I found Fiona. She's dead. Mel killed her. And then he sees Ogham and he's like, oh man, you're pretty banged up. Are you okay? And Jerry looks at him and he goes, I'll live, only to catch a crossbow in the back of the head.
You okay?
I live.
Freaking Mel came up from the elevator and just shot him.
That one pissed me off.
Okay, my one criticism of this movie, I wish they wouldn't have killed Jerry. I don't think it needed to happen.
I needed Jerry to live.
Yeah, he's such a likable character. And just in the context of this movie, I just liked what they had set up. I don't feel like you needed him to die.
I would have liked Jerry to be the hero.
Yeah. Even after he got shot, I'm like, well, maybe it just grazed him.
I would love to see Jerry and the witch interact.
Oh, man, that would have been great.
Right?
Yeah. Just to see what his reaction to the witch.
Yeah, they might even got along.
Yeah, who knows?
We don't know.
We'll never know.
He's dead now.
Yeah, what a bummer, man. That sucked.
So after killing him, Mel ends up jumping the elevator, goes down, realizes, hey, I can't even get through the gate because I don't have the key.
Yeah, we should have said. So yeah, Mel kills him and he knows Ohm's just stuck there anyway. So he just leaves him because the whole hotel's up in flames.
Not yet. It's
it's
still
going up in
starting.
flames.
Yeah. And I don't know how. I guess the gate locks behind you because he came up through the gate to the honeymoon suite. And then when he went back down, it was locked.
Okay, wait. So let's think about this for a second.
Jerry opened it. Jerry has the key. Jerry went up. Mel got the crossbow. Did Mel shut the gate behind him maybe he did shut it so they don't escape behind him or something?
Yeah, but how could he lock it without the key? We must be missing something here.
I don't think we did. I just think it was kind of an oversight. Or maybe you assume it locks when you shut it.
Or there's a paranormal aspect to it.
That's all I did. Actually, I thought about that. That
Okay.
could be true.
So something happened there.
So his problem, anyways, Mel can't get out. He has to go up and get the key from Jerry. Now, Ohm, while Mel is doing this whole thing, comes out of his little cave, grabs the key, and then hides. Like he goes back into the suite.
I like that. He's like a little rat. He scampers in and out.
Now, you may be thinking, okay, he's just going to hide in the suite, maybe ambush him, maybe ambush Mel, then get down, right?
I mean, yeah, you got to do something at this point.
Well, he chose to get in the dumbwaiter and go back to the basement. I don't know why.
This was a crazy move. I guess you have no choice, but man.
No, you do have a choice. You can try to ambush him.
I know, but your other option is to go back down. Maybe you think you're safe, but all Mel would have to do is just move that thing that's pressing the button. And you're stuck again.
I mean, even if there isn't a witch in the basement, he could just come down with a crossbow.
I just know the last place I want to go is down there with a witch. By the way, we didn't mention it. When he woke up, right, and the circle was around the bed, when Ohm, that is, woke up,
Yeah.
I would have a very hard time leaving that circle.
Oh, yeah, that was, there was tension.
There was, and I guess the witch just retreats back down. It's not really explained, but that whole time I'm like, dude, this witch could be anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been scary too if she popped out and did a little jump scare.
I mean, I'd like to see what she does in her normal day.
Yeah.
Anyways, so now Ohm gets in the elevator. He goes to the basement. Mel gets on the intercom and he's like, hey, just come up with the key. We'll both get out of here.
It is possible, maybe even if the hotel burns down, that downstairs area, when it burned, didn't it look like it was almost brick?
Yeah, I think you have a chance.
Yeah, which, honestly, in my head, I'm thinking maybe we have a part two because maybe that witch didn't die down there.
I don't know. You may run into some weird oxygen issues. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on, but
Yeah. Anyways, they're down in the basement. Or Ohm is down in the basement.
yeah, he ends up just walking down the hall and he finds like a nice little spot and he starts to draw that circle around him.
Well, yeah, you start to hear stuff again. So he's like, okay, I know the drill. I got to put the circle down.
Yeah, you can hear the chains coming toward him, the witch's cackles going on. So he starts to draw that circle, and right before he gets complete, boom, witch is in his face.
God, you just see that weird looking witch. And I just got to say, it was a little unclear if he did complete that circle or not.
Okay, so my first time watching, I thought he completed the circle, and it was a small circle. Then I'm like, maybe she can just reach over the circle.
Yeah, but I think we're to believe he did not complete that circle.
Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it wasn't ever shown. It's weird that they didn't show us that.
No, it was a quick cut.
Yeah.
Because so the witch just grabs him, and that's her thing. She shackles you. The story is real, okay? She shackles you, you're going to get pulled into the underworld. So now Ohm is shackled.
Just sitting there. Well, I don't even know if we knew that. Well, it doesn't matter.
I think she grabs his maybe you just see her face. Either way, he's shackled. Mel comes down in the basement and he starts walking down the hall and he finds the key. So not only did she shackle him, she took the little souvenir. She took the key off him.
Right. So it's just hanging there. So he's got to reach up and grab this thing.
Problem is, this witch is a great tire of knots because he cannot get this thing off. So he's up there messing with it. And I love the way they did this because the fire alarm's going off and you can hear it like, meh, meh.
Well,
And
even my kids pointed out that fire alarm started to sound real funky too, because I think it's getting so hot. It's distorted a little bit, which makes it so creepy sounding.
Well, I don't know if it was because it was getting hot. I think it was just what's going on with all the stuff in the basement.
You're in this paranormal witch.
Right.
Hey, that
because
could be
it starts going like, like super slow and just distorted and
Yeah.
warped sounding, you know?
Yeah, it was creepy.
And basically the witch walks up to him and just shackles him.
Boom, captures him and he's screwed.
And I did like it. She shackles and then takes his lantern and walks away. And I like too, because she walks down the hall and Ohms just sits there with his head. He doesn't even like say anything or look. He just kind of lets her walk by.
Yeah, because I think Ohm just accepted his fate.
Yeah.
He's just like, well, I got caught.
Well, he shouldn't accept the fate, and his mom's going to come and help him out through the situation. So his mom walks up, hugs him, he apologizes to her. I don't know if he's seeing her, if it's just like him talking to her. It's kind of hard to say. He definitely feels her presence.
Yeah, it feels like this is him. I mean, it obviously is him finally accepting what he's done and forgiving himself, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's peace now.
Yeah.
But she tells him, you can't stay here, both like physically and spiritually. Like, you can't stay in this dream world with me. Also can't stay down in this basement. You're going to die. And she puts her hand like on his chest. Now, mom disappears. Now it's just Ohm. Starts filling his coat where his mom's embrace was. And then he finds the little saw. I don't know what this thing was. It looked like a saw or a file, but the thing keeps coming back, right?
Yeah. I don't know either. What I do know, it's very powerful, right?
Yeah, he did some quick work with it for sure.
Yeah. So he gets a saw, and in my mind, I'm like, you're shackled. You need to hurry up and get after this. He took way too much time.
Way too much time.
Yeah, very leisurely with the whole thing.
Well, it's funny too, because Mel shows up. He's like, what are we going to do? You know, like as if they're going to work together.
Yeah.
But they didn't have much time to talk because they look down the hall. The witch opens a door, and this must have been that ceremonial door. I can't get my bearings in this basement.
Yeah, I am with you. I don't know where this door came from. She opens that door though, and there's just demons behind that door waiting.
Hands just coming out. And all of a sudden, that chain that's attached to Mel, it starts getting inked. I should say there's shackles attached to a chain.
Yeah, each Mel and Ohm have their own chain. So it looks like Mel's going first.
First choice.
Yeah.
So he's getting pulled in. And as he's getting pulled in, he goes all the way to the room. The hands grab him. He disappears. Luckily, and I mean, there's got to be paranormal activity because there's no way that saw is going through that thing that fast.
Well, let's just say Ohm saws through his shackles real quick. Boom, he gets freed.
Yeah.
Now, my problem is I don't know how that saw could actually cut through that.
Yeah, I think we're trying to say it did.
We're gonna say maybe he had some paranormal assistance with that. But yeah, he gets out of there. But man, I love seeing Mel get drug into those demons, the demon pit, where you just imagine they're ripping him apart or something.
That was satisfying.
Yeah, great way to get rid of him.
Yep. So Ohm takes off. He grabs the key that's hanging up, gets in the dumbwaiter, comes all the way to the top, looks at Fiona. Her eyes are closed. Mission complete. But he's not out of here yet. Remember, this place is on fire?
Yeah, he's got to get out of there now.
So he jumps in the elevator, and it looks okay at first. He heads down, and when it opens up, it's looking a little smoky and a little bit warm because this entire place is on fire.
I actually thought you'd have an issue because there wasn't a lot of smoke.
Oh, I have a ton of issues here. This hallway,
I knew. I saw that. My dad is going to have a problem.
Well, okay, you started the fire. Okay, he rises, all right?
If you're a new listener, Daniel's a firefighter, so he knows this stuff.
That is true. And he started that fire on the first level. All that heat's going to be rising up. It's going to be hot as shit up there. Oh, it's super hot.
I mean, there's fire everywhere.
You're above the fire. You're in the fire. Like the whole hallway is on fire. It's a very light smoke.
Yeah.
It's the cleanest fire I've ever seen.
Yes.
For an area like that, I didn't buy it at all. He ends up collapsing on the floor. And you're like, okay, so he got some smoke inhalation. He went down. The confusing part is here comes Fergal walking through the fire. Like, this guy is literally like on fire, just walking through it.
Yeah, well, he didn't actually catch on fire, but you're right. He is walking right through. Yeah, which is interesting. I don't know. Even Ohm, I'm like, well, how'd you just pass out right there? Wouldn't you have made it further?
I mean, if there was a ton of like dark smoke, I get it. They didn't put a ton of smoke in the hall. I get it. In reality, a fire like that, you're not going to see anything. It'd be blackness.
But it does raise the question: how is Fergal able just to walk right through?
Just strolling on through, and enough like he like stops and he's like looking around there, just flames all around him.
Yeah, you know how hot
what I mean?
Well, you do know that'd be really hot.
You'd be melted, bro.
Yeah.
Even in my gear, I wouldn't want to walk down there.
Yeah,
like I'd be like, it'd be stupid. It'd be hot, like super hot.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's a movie. Fergal walks through. He looks around, but he can't. I don't even know what he's doing. Oh, he's looking for. He knows that he saw the cars. He knows people are here. So I guess he's trying to make a quick grab.
Well, he must have noticed that Jerry was gone from his van and he went back to the hotel, probably thinking Jerry's there.
Yeah. So he's looking around, but nobody says anything. He's about to turn around, and then he hears a voice calling for him.
Is there someone there?
Now, this voice apparently it's supposed to be Ohm's mom. I had the apparently in the captions it says like Ohm's mom, but it sounded like Ohm as a child almost.
Interesting. Well, that's cool.
Either way, a paranormal voice calls him. He runs over, grabs Ohm. Ohm just walks out through the fire with him.
He's back up.
Yeah. Didn't love that part. Lost me a little there, but I won't knock the movie too much. We cut to Ohm at the hospital, and old Albie, the bellboy, comes to pay him a visit with a bottle of wine from Fergal. He lets him know they found Fiona and Jerry's bodies, but they didn't find Mel's.
Interesting. Well, we obviously know he went to another realm.
The underworld. And here's where Albie reveals...
Well, you know what's interesting?
What?
They probably ripped his wiener off. You know, I'm just saying that because that's what got him in this whole situation, right? The whole problem is he hooked up with Fiona and they made that story about the witch taking things from boys.
I mean, does it matter if your wiener gets ripped off at that point?
I mean, I just think it's like a, what's the word? It's
ironic.
Like, everything coming together.
Or coming apart.
Yeah, that's right.
Or not coming at all.
Yeah.
Anyways, Albie lets him know he doesn't know what happened, but he thinks it all may be his fault. And you're kind of like, what? You haven't been in the movie for like an hour.
Well, yeah, you're like, whoa, hold on. What did I miss here?
Well, you see, Albie didn't like when he was disrespected, and he went and spiked Ohm's whiskey with mushroom powder.
This cheeky little devil.
All right, so now, so Ohm even goes through this in his head where he's like, oh my gosh, how much of that was even real?
Yeah, was that whole thing just some bad trip?
But then he looks down, and he has marks from the chains, so that was real.
So let's dissect this a little bit.
Okay.
Because now I can tell you what I know.
All right, let's hear it.
So here's how you know what was real and what wasn't. And this is what I saw in this video. His glasses, there's a reflection. So for example, when he's watching the donkey guy on TV.
Yeah.
When you look through the glasses, it's just a TV with static.
Oh.
So that was not real.
You can see in the glasses?
Yeah, you can see it in the reflection of his glasses. So if you look through the reflection of his glasses, because it's really clear sometimes, you can tell what's real and what's not.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, I like that touch.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well done.
I mean, I just watched a video. I didn't do any research.
Yeah, but still, that's a good catch on. I'm like, geez. I mean, I figured his mom was all in his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can kind of tell, honestly, what was real and what wasn't.
Yeah, and obviously I figured the dude on the TV was not real.
Yeah. The witch.
Which, though,
real.
the witch you could have told me was fake, too. I don't know how Mel would have died, but
yeah,
whatever. Anyways, before Albie leaves, Ohm has him take the wine because he's not drinking anymore. Also, he agrees to look over Albie's manuscript. So we see that he's changed a little bit.
Yeah, after this incident, maybe he's a little nicer now, a little kinder to others, and hey, maybe himself too.
All right, now we have to tie up the end of his story. So we're back with the conquistador and the little kid. He tells the little kid, you know what? You smashed the bottle over my head, and gives himself up so that the kid can go get the treasure. But the kid can't do it. He throws the bottle only to land near a goat skull.
Ooh, so you know what that means?
Yeah.
What?
There's just other options, bro.
It's like hope. He now has hope. That's what I...
Yeah, you read that too.
Well, I watched it.
So they end up hugging in the circle. They're safe. It's over.
Oh, that's the end?
It's in the movie. I mean, obviously, you see what it's all playing on, his whole relationship with his father, his mother. You know, I don't need to dive into that. I think it's pretty, you get it by the end of the movie.
Yeah, his arc's complete, and yeah, everything's better for him now.
All right, so what did you think of Hokum?
Yeah, man, this movie was really good. I just love it. I like the vibe. I like the happy ending to it. It's just like a great experience as a movie
is it
watcher.
happy? Like, there's some people that died here.
Yeah, but the story, it's like a good ending. You know, and I just love the haunted vibes. I gotta say, and that witch scared the heck out of me. I just love the way they made her. I mean, her jumping the window was so scary.
It is a weird witch because she just shackles you and then sends you to the underworld.
Yeah, it just has you drug into like demons who do God knows what. Yeah, no, I started thinking about, I'm like, what was the purpose of this witch? What's her backstory?
Yeah, they don't tell you a lot about it.
No, but it's just interesting to think about.
But I think you hit the biggest point. It's the setting of this movie. The setting, and I loved how it wasn't too serious. Like
Yeah.
they have parts that make you laugh. The characters are, I mean, Jerry's awesome. And like, I don't know, I feel like I just enjoyed being around in Ireland in this old hotel.
It's just one of those movies, it's fun to watch. It's not too heavy. And like you said, I mean, mixing the humor in, that, to me, those are like the best type of horror movies. I got to laugh a little. I can't be peaked the whole time. But yeah, overall, man, hey, honestly, first time I watched it, I'm like, it's like a 7 point something. Maybe I said 7.4. After watching it a second time, I'm going to put this thing like
8.3.
Oh, I was going to say 8.3.
I was trying to time it so like we could see if we're going to do the same.
Oh, I was going to say either 8.3 or 8.4, but I'll go 8.3.
Okay.
Yeah, is that what yours? Is that yours?
Yeah, I was trying to jump
you
in.
ruined
You
it.
waited so long to say it.
My brain was, the monkeys in my brain
Be,
my monkeys in my brain were computing.
yeah, it's got to be I'm like, he's going to say it 8.3. I thought we were doing it at the same time.
No, we'll say the same, 8.3. It was great.
Yeah, I agree. The first time I watched it, I would have given like 7.1. It kind of like the fire scene the first time I watched it, I was like, God damn it.
I know.
It sucked. But then also, there was just a lot going on with the character on the TV, the witch, and nothing was really explained. And I was like kind of annoyed about it. But then the second time I watched it, I just enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I'm surprised it didn't get more hype. You know, the problem is freaking Obsession came out too. And that thing just, I feel like kind of steamrolled some of this movie's hype.
Yeah. It's definitely worth a watch for sure. I mean, I went and bought it after watching it twice.
Yeah, I would buy this one. It's just a fun movie. And especially with kids, it's like appropriate
enough. I mean,
enough.
you're saying fun. It's really not like that fun of a movie, but it's a good horror movie.
When I say fun, it's like I had fun watching it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do some quick survival rules. Don't kill your pregnant affairee.
Just don't have affairs.
Okay. Don't have affairs.
Yeah.
And if you do, you got to just own that, man. And you know what? Get divorced. It's probably the best idea. Maybe just get divorced and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, don't have the affair, get divorced, or just like make sure you marry the right person so you don't want to have an affair. Let's go back even further. Just make sure you want to get married.
Yeah.
And you have to understand what that means.
Yeah, there's just some people in this world though.
I know.
I'm sorry if you're one of those people, but if you also killed your person you had an affair with, you're not a good person.
Yeah, I'm not saying if you get divorced, you're a bad person. I mean, sometimes things just don't work out for people.
People change in this life.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta really like the person you're with.
You gotta find someone who's also not the type of person that's gonna change, which is hard. It's hard. There's some crazy people, that change over time.
Don't marry crazy people. Yeah.
We'll try that.
So is this marriage advice? Or is this? That's our next podcast.
Always watch your back. Jerry didn't do that.
Yeah, if you know someone just killed someone else, you just don't let them away. Like, you got to call the cops or something.
I feel like you should have heard that elevator come up too.
Yeah, that was pretty sneaky.
All right, the last little tip, just carry a small saw on you. You never know.
Apparently you got through anything.
Yeah. All right, let's move to some trivia. There actually surprisingly wasn't a ton of trivia.
Well, it's a newer movie, so.
Yeah, I thought there'd be, I guess the fan theories are more in the videos.
Yeah.
Adam Scott spent nearly 3 weeks filming alone in a single room, a process he described as emotionally demanding but important for conveying the character's isolation.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I think he did a great job. I love Adam Scott. I like almost everything he's in.
I don't like him being a dick, because I just like him as a character, but he did well.
Yeah, I would say they should have softened up a little bit on that, but
yeah, I don't know. It makes sense, so whatever. The film's rabbit people continue a recurring
motif.
I'm an idiot.
That's why there's two of us.
Wow.
We're both stupid.
Thanks for saving me on that one.
No, it's called a moffat.
I was like, this is the Irish word of motfit. Moffat? What'd I say? I said
it's mot if is how it's you have it. I don't know what you said.
Oh,
Moffat.
Basically, the director is Damien, is inspired in part by his childhood fear of Watership Down.
Never heard of it.
Kind of want to watch it now.
I don't.
He's got some other movie. Oh, there it is, Oddity.
Oh, that is one I want to watch.
I've never seen it and don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about it. I've heard of it, and I think it got a lot of hype as well.
I think it's good, and the same director, and this guy did a really good job. So.
All right, so remind me, and we'll put it on the list here. We already have August schedule out. I told you last podcast, but we'll do it the next month maybe.
Okay.
We got a lot of stuff coming up, so we'll see.
Apparently, the hotel bell seen at the beginning of the film is the same prop that Damien used in Oddity.
Oh, it's cool. Oh, yeah, I saw that in one of the videos. That's cool.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, so that saw that he had in the movie, and I referenced it earlier, the saw that Ogham used to free himself was the same saw that Fiona used to cut him down and the one that he used to open the gun. So it's just interesting. There's all those 3 connections with the saw.
Yeah, I think we talked about it.
I know, but what does that mean, right? Kind of thinking about it.
I don't know. I mean, at first he was going to do it to take himself out. Then it got used to save him.
Well, it wasn't going to use to take himself out?
Well, he opened up the gun.
Oh, you're saying that moment he thought about it. Okay.
Yeah. And then, I mean, all of it surrounds death.
And life.
It's true.
So that's what you get. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Before we take off, we got to thank the tribe. On YouTube, we have Frederick Blackstone, Alex, we have Kevin, Roman Nunez, Jesus Ramirez, Nicole Pets Cat, Santos Laguna, Adam Ty Davis, Jose, Jake the Floppy Snake, Matthew Cesar Minsky, Crazy Meg, Freaky Frog, and Vane. On Patreon, we have Josh Miller, JPZ Simps RS, Sicario Binky, Drew Castilla, and Tanner Strode.
And Vakarian111. Hey, thank you, tribe members, so much. We seriously appreciate the support.
Dude, the support is amazing, and you guys are our top supporters. We appreciate all the support. We're just highlighting the top ones.
Yeah, hey, thank you guys for listening to the podcast. And hey, thanks for everyone who's like shared with friends, who's hit the like button, who's left us a review. Anything you've done, we appreciate it.
Yeah, and dude, we're coming into Halloween season, so it's about to pop off.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. And our next movie is Ice Cream Man, new release.
Yeah, that one looks interesting.
That's going to be an exciting one. New movie. That'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. On that note, I think it's time we go.
Hey, I just have to say to everyone, the length of this podcast, great. Happy. 2.5 hours. That was exactly what I wanted.
240.
Well, who knows? By the time I edit it down, it might be a little over 2 hours, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.